What's going on, boys? Good morning. I know I'm late. I know. I mean, when you wake up to give yourself, 45 minutes prior to stream to get ready for everything, and then you take a shit for like 40 minutes, it's gonna be a rough morning, all right? But we're on the other side of it. I woke up, wanted a giant Red Bull, and I don't know why, so cheers here. Other than that, let's play a little games, discuss what we saw a little bit on over the weekend. What's going on, Jukies and Rouge? I appreciate you guys being here as always, obviously. Yeah. If you guys would like us to do the show, that starts on Tuesday, like me to do that, I have no problem doing that. Not on Tuesday, sorry. On Tuesday at 10, so today at 10. We can switch up the stream to that at that time. If you guys want to see that. I know it's just kind of a deeper look. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I don't want to if you guys don't want it, so. Red Bull not good though. See, that's where I disagree. Because, well, I mean, for you, yeah, obviously, but so is like 90% of the shit that we do, you know what I mean? Let's warm up for a second. I'm also not wearing contacts right now because my contacts are getting dry as shit, and I haven't got my new ones in yet. So, I've been like this close to it, you know what I mean? And so it really shouldn't be an issue. We just can't do our fadeaway shots moving around the chair too much.
Act fast, Spartan.
Oh, that's loud. All right. Dro, how's everybody doing? Matt B, how you doing, boss? Yeah, it is definitely the best energy drink. And why it costs fucking like a left testicle to get a big old one, you know what I mean? Like a 20-ounce Red Bull is like $5. $6. Like, what are we doing? Oh. How y'all doing today, boys? What do you guys think of the showcase? Obviously no Halo, but there was some good shit. Oh, wow. The warm-up always hurts my feelings a little bit, you know what I mean? You're not snappy yet. I don't think the quote of the day got used at all last stream. So, if that's still the same one you remember last time, let me know. I'll change it. I just don't think anybody utilized the last stream. Ooh. Oh, there it is. That felt tighter. That felt tighter. Really need to work on finishing with this gun. I went through and watched Luce's video of him winning the Pro Series LSS tournament. Just his though. I want to know what the other feeds look like and see how hype that shit was. Feeling good enough. How we all doing, boys? Got to work 10 minutes ago. Not shit. Yeah, week 2 of the retrench doesn't start till 10 a.m. Unfortunately. Which, or 11 or whatever, the 2 hours and 45 minutes for now. 11. Which I assume is when the drop pod will also land. I don't know if you guys have heard anything about that yet. I'm sure you have, but I also made a video last night, but I elected to get more sleep, and since we haven't been making a lot of videos, videos aren't missing it. But we have almost started releasing videos essentially daily. We're just not, it doesn't fit into the schedule yet as far as streaming, working, taking care of my lady, not even taking care of her, allowing her to take care of me is a better way to put that. And then also do the video, you know what I mean? So that is happening. When videos, you know, when you start seeing them, they won't stop. I just don't want to start doing them and not have a good plan going forward on how to keep up the pace, if that makes sense at all. Hiding in the corner. Be sure to drop a like if you have not yet, boys. I appreciate everybody popping in, and let's have some fun. We obviously had to switch the camera angle up a little bit. Saw a post yesterday about somebody else who was a Twitter post. Somebody else that's dealing with the ping issues that I'm having, right? And it honestly made me feel really good about like the issues we're having in the morning. He says, well, Halo Infinite is officially at the point where I can't play on NA servers at 10 a.m. The population is terribly low. And so apparently it's not only me getting these ping issues and shit like that. And it is just straight, no one is playing this game, unfortunately. Right, it's the Steam charts are getting worse and worse and worse, unfortunately, which is depressing. I think we just failed loading into a game. Yeah, the leak does look nice. The leak does look nice. That was going to be a part of today's video as well. We're going to cover the drop pod, that leak, obviously week 2 entrenched, and then a couple thoughts on the Bethesda Games Showcase Halo wise, you know. The drop pod, a couple things off the top of my head that it had. A buff to light medium vehicles. I think their armor was buffed. I can't remember exactly. I'll have to look it up real quick. I think this broke. We've been waiting for this game for way too long, boys. We're just gonna close that at start up Halo again, and I'll get that drop pod pulled up. That way we can go over it a little bit at least. Yeah, Ghosts and Wasps. 3 FC, how you doing? Good, sir. Good, boss. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to say. But just, yeah, Ghosts and Wasps, I don't think need it. The Banshee. Are you signing in, or what's that? Like, I pushed your button 3 times, dude. Arguably the chopper, maybe just because you can die so quickly in that thing. Now I guess you could say that about any vehicle, but I'm kind of worried about. Let's just do a quick play. Let's see if hopefully most people who are playing right now are playing this. but I'm kind of worried about trying to load into a game again. This is why we have to check out new games when they come out, boys. This is why. I don't want to necessarily. I don't want to. I'd love it 250,000 people still play this game, but they don't. You know. How was the weekend? How was y'all's Monday? It's weird not streaming Mondays now. It always feels like the longest days in the world now. That'd be fun, Rouge. That would be fun. Oh, we got a match. Look at us. I guess I could do Rumble. Rouge and see if we can get some shoddy snipes. Rumble.
King of the Hill.
McJukes, am I pronouncing? Have I been pronouncing your name wrong too? I didn't know I could pronounce McJukes wrong. Oh, you leaving, baby? I love you so much. You so. Love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill.
All right, boys.
Hill control.
I mean, I don't even know if we're doing anything wrong necessarily right now. We just can't get we can't get lucky with what we're getting.
Enemy
But
team took the hill.
oh, did I say Jukies? My fault. I don't think I did. My bad. It wasn't intentional. I mean, where's the rest of the teams? I guess I should just get angle. Like, that's what gets me about this game. Like, let's just, you know what I mean? Let's just not get in the fucking point. They're just not doing it.
Hill control. Enemy team took the hill. Enemy about to
Enemy spartans are closing in. My shield's popped.
hill control.
Where's
Enemy
off,
team
boys?
took the hill. Enemy team screwed. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill control.
Plasma grenades acquired.
Enemy spartans are closing in. Shield's down.
Enemy team took the hill.
What the fuck? What was that? What was that?
Hill control.
It's a bad grenade.
Closing in.
Enemy team took the hill.
Powerful elements incoming. Items power have arrived.
Hill control.
We've lost a teammate.
First game jitters, boys. Get off my D.
Enemy team took the hill.
I mean,
Score.
oh, man.
Enemy team score.
Fucking course they did.
Hill ready. Hill control.
Data stored for closer analysis.
Gravity hammer got another one. Enemy team took the hill. Shield down. Hill control.
Gravity hammer is up.
Overshield inbound.
Your team about to score.
Overshield available.
Your team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill control.
Better.
Double kill. Enemy team took the hill.
Damn. Quick
Hill
wingman,
control.
maybe? Felt like a quick wingman. Bye. What? Warm it up still, boys.
Enemy team took the hill.
And
Shields are down. Enemy team nearing victory. Hill control.
Powerful elements inbound.
it's a little squirrely right now.
Enemy team took the hill. One down. Hill control. Your team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill
Oh,
control.
that's dirty. That's dirty aim right there. pretty thick lag there, boy.
Team took the kill.
Pretty thick ping there.
Down there.
Fuck. I mean, hell of a comeback. We started out, what, 2-8 or something disgusting? I mean, you can see the jitters when the aim goes. And I get that circle aim and shit going on, you know? And you have 15 assists. Like, that's first game jits for real. Feelin this muff. Yeah. I don't really, but everyone in chat agree that ice cold water is the best water. I think it depends on the day, boy. I mean, room temp water has a place on this earth, for sure. Joe Bush, Dro, what's going on, everybody? I appreciate everybody being here. This is our small little community we have now. We have found a couple haters recently, boys. They're just disliking everything. Gotta love it. Room temps, what's best for your body? I've never heard that before. I know it doesn't give, you know, it doesn't hurt to drink. You know how like ice cold water after you take 4 or 5 big ass drinks, it starts like burning your throat essentially. You don't get that with room temp water, you know?
Capture the flag. Capture enemy flags to score.
Yeah, 90-degree water, I think, when it's 80 and above, or a 90-degree water. 90-degree weather, 80-degree weather, ice cold water for sure. I think below 80, below 75, room temp water slaps. I agree with that as well, Joe. I'll have to look that up. That's interesting.
A true battle of attack and defense.
I mean, that clamber failing like that really starting to get on my nerves, to be honest. That's 3 or 4 times I've hit that clamber. Oh my goodness. We're just a little slow right now, boys. And outnumbered, but like, that guy there, we shouldn't have taken 4 shots to finish him just now, you know? And that's gonna leave us less time for the next person to turn on him, so we're just not hitting things correctly.
Raffle shot acquired.
Oh, I was gonna try to grapple it, but there's so many people there right now. Oh, missed it. Uh-oh. In the face. Oh no, it didn't. These guys are just yelling at each other.
Enemy has your flag.
The motherfucker just walked straight in.
Another one down.
An ally returned our flag.
Oh, I love this game sometimes, boys.
Plasma grenades acquired.
That one puckers up my butthole every single time. Come on back down. There's so many. There were so many.
Spartan down.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There are now 2 less.
Forces have seized the enemy flag.
What? Warming up a little bit. Well, I mean, it doesn't help that we're rocking the whole 90 ping, 100 ping. I'm not wearing contacts, so it's actually hard to see chat.
Spartans are closing in.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately. That's who I was seeing.
Keep it up.
The enemy has your flag.
Enemy carrier has revealed.
Fuck you. We need to get into read. What? I was reading chat. Oh, is Dro stream swiping? I'm like, it's hard to get every single one every 10 seconds, boys. All right. Sometimes when you guys have a shit ton, new people pop on. You know what I mean? I might miss a couple, like Dro stream sniping. You know, that's gonna happen sometimes. But be like, hey, we need to get him to look at chat. Like, motherfucker ain't never looked at chat before. Well, that's a lie.
Wasted, don't you let it.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Plasma grenade obtained.
Enemy returns their flag.
Kill him. You. I mean, what an unfortunate set of events that just happened there. All right, chat. Oh, stream snipe by accident. Yeah, he is stream sniping. Was that last game or this game? Oh, no, it's this game. YouTube Dro right there. What's up, dude? Get good, dude. Third place ass. All right. I mean, hold on. I mean, hold on, Dro. Was that Dro? I don't know. I'll drive. I'll ride. I wonder if this EMP will hurt our vehicle.
The enemy carrier has
You know.
revealed.
An ally returned our flag.
Well, you can throw a grenade while being in the passenger seat of a vehicle. Now we know. Oh, I need to get a stick command going. I know you weren't stream sniping. I was just kidding, boss. Huh?
The driver fails.
Uh-oh.
Enemy has your flag.
Oh my god. That can't even be bad. That's just fucking funny.
Enemy flag.
Alright, let's keep the guy. Oh, no, they're gone, aren't they? Probably Dro's fault.
Enemy returns their flag.
There's so much. I kept on reloading at the exact wrong times. We're down 2 as well. That's not fun.
The enemy has your flag.
You have eyes on the enemy flag carrier. Enemy flag carrier.
Oh my goodness. What is that aim, dude?
An ally returned our flag.
For dissect. For the 3 wounds.
Close to teammates.
Oh no. Can we fucking do something? What did I clip? That funny ass moment? No, who's in third? Touche, touche, touche. I mean, but me and Dro and other guy are just trying to carry this team. I mean, there's not much we can do. Hilarious how I just got a bunch of assists for that.
Enemy returns their flag. An ally returned our flag.
Like, this is starting to really just kind of get my nerves now, guys. This is what Halo has devolved to. Yeah, I know. It just makes it so not fun. You know what I mean? Because you just start getting shot off a spawn because you can't get map coverage. We'll lose the game simply because people are just... You know what I mean? Like,
Enemy captured the flag.
it just doesn't even make it fun. That's all, you know. And why we will be we have to pick up another game when it comes out, like, you know, from the showcase and shit like that. One of those games drops, we got to try something else because there's nobody, even if people are playing this game, aren't playing the fucking game. So it's just, it makes it literally impossible to fucking stream decently, boys. It really does. And I'm sad about that.
1 minute remaining.
Data stored for closer analysis.
I swear I got that stick. You know, it's just a depressing thing to think about, boys. Like, you know. Hey, what can you do, though? Going back to water and temperature. That's what Halo is at this point, boys. Oh yeah, definitely campaign stream coming up. Yeah, for sure. That's gonna happen. That's just, you know, like, I don't know. I really wish they would have done better with this game. Like, I'm happy enough with it, but the majority of the population isn't. And that's where the real issue comes, you know what I mean? When your Steam chart maxes out at like 275,000 people at some point, you know what I mean, during the game. And then right now, it's lower than it's been at any point during the tumultuous season 1 that we had. It's lower than at any point during that season 1 right now. So, like, it can't really get much lower and them still have jobs, really. GG's, Joe. Yeah, like it's to say this game is failing is putting it as an understatement, and that's not like it's not an opinion. It's just fact, bro. I don't want it to be, but you gotta look at the charts. You gotta look at the how the community's feeling online and shit like that. There's just not a lot of positivity coming out of Halo. MCC is beating Infinite on most play charts and shit like that, and that's just where we're at. But maybe we'll get some release dates today with some of these games. Redfall's we're gonna put Redfall we're gonna put some time into. Obviously Starfield once that comes out. A lot of people talking about Starfield, how it's, you know, how the 1,000 planets that I lost my shit about, how that's gonna be a detriment to the game. You know, not a lot in those planets to do a lot, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So we'll see. I also did I downloaded Flight Sim, so we can possibly do something with that, you know. But Game Pass, download it, it's free, obviously. Go to play, it's just like, oh dude, you need a game. I was like,
Total control.
no, I don't. It's like, no,
zones.
seriously, like, insert your game disc. I was like, nah, bam, I'm not gonna do that. And I've been fighting with that, long story short. So, don't know if that's gonna let me show the Pelican to y'all, unfortunately. Hot food opens up your flavor receptacles. Tongue is always. That's a good point, B. Matt. That is a good point, Matt.
Capture all zones. Let me look through the scope. Hostiles are capturing a zone.
That's one of the weirdest things I've ever read, Rouge. When I was a kid, I had an obsession with cottage cheese, and now I can literally summon the taste of cottage cheese into my mouth at any point. I mean, that's talent and a curse, but for sure.
Hostiles are capturing a zone. The enemy has seized the zone.
Yeah, he wasn't. This wasn't a say. There was no one there. How do you already get somebody to quit? Alright, this is basic shit, boys. Let's get in there.
Total control for the enemy. You got new zones incoming.
Yeah, just beat your dick into the dirt, bro. I don't know if my team knows what the fuck they're doing, honestly. Like, that was... I just kind of suicided that second one. Hoping to get the stop, but...
New zones are ready to capture.
Aw. My geometries were on point there, boys.
Closing in.
Like, it's faint. That's shitty. I don't like cottage cheese at all, if I'm being honest with you. I can't eat it unless there's about a gallon of pepper on it. I can throw it down.
Front wall obtained. Ground vehicle requisitioned.
Fuck. I mean, they're just... Look at this. Just lobbing the entire world over here. Where you going, Dro?
Hostiles are capturing us.
I mean, where's the team, man? Like, look at that guy.
Total control.
Yeah, Dro, you guys are gonna win this. Like, I'm the only one of 5 of you fuckers are sitting there. Hey guys, hey guys, we gotta get on to the points in order for the thing to start filling up. Once it fills up, we get that point. We need to do that 3 times to get one point. So let's get some points.
New zones are ready to capture.
Hostiles are capturing.
The points up, so we gotta stop them by filling, you know, getting in there, filling them up ourselves.
One of ours is
I don't think that could have been explained any better. Use your hammer. Like, what was happening? I love pepper. I put pepper on fucking everything.
enemy is capturing the zone.
Okay, that's a lie. I'm not gonna put pepper on pancakes. Like, let's... Like, you guys are the worst team I've ever fucking played with. Like, that's... That's just... I love this fucking game. I hate what they've done to push every 200,000 and 250,000 fucking people away from it. You know what I mean? It has killed it. Dude, I don't know either, Dro. Like, I was going in. Going in. All right, let me try to stop this point. Maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 up there capping this point after a nice uphill battle through the cave, you know, with my team up there hopefully blocking them off. No, half of your team is there just sitting next to our spawn, essentially capping that point. All right, hey, that's yours. You guys can have that one. I did try to explain to the team, maybe they didn't know how the game worked. That, hey, we have to get, you know, the capture. We have to get, like, inside the point in order to start, you know what I mean? Glory to God, glory to baby Jesus, maybe. You know what I mean? Let's be real here. I mean, this guy shot 15 times. Did well, but only shot 15 times. This guy didn't even hit a shot. This is hilarious. Let's check out Drill. Let's put him on blast. Got a killing spree. I mean, against this team, dude, I'd hope you get a killing spree. I mean, yeah, he beat our ass, dude. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do, boys? Peppercorn or no. A peppercorn pancake sounds disgusting. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, this is your first Halo you've ever played? Oh, you guys and your you just leave pancakes alone. It really does. Are we searching? Are we like, what's happening? This is literally the second time we've had to restart this shit in an hour. There's not many good things I can say about Halo this morning, boys. I'm gonna try to bite my tongue, but just know that there's a lot of things I'm not happy with. 9 a.m. Monday or Tuesday morning, excuse me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. We're not gonna make this into a complaint fest, you know what I mean? That is true. 1 hour till the end. And honestly, at this point, to take a quote from a movie, that'd be a breath of fresh ass, you know? Need to add. Where's my pen in there? Oh, I'm sure this is gonna be a stellar game. I don't know if you guys go back 5 seconds to peek the 150 ping. I'm not playing with 150 ping. $150 ping. Maybe in order to make Halo work for me in the long run, I just need to move next door to their data center, you know? I'm glad. Yeah, I don't know what it, like, it's just progressively gotten so much worse. That's the problem. Which, when you sit there and think about it, it's progressively gotten so much worse because the player count, player population has progressively gotten so much worse. You know what I mean? With smaller amounts of people, especially me being on the West Coast, 3 hours behind the Midwest, East Coast, stuff like that. They're gonna be able to, they're gonna get to that, you know, twilight hour of gaming at a time well before we are. Which means anytime I'm gonna get enough people to play with, it's gonna be connecting to the East Side or the Midwest and stuff like that. I think our nighttime streams, that's the best bet to get a 30 ping game like we just fucking got. So I'll shut my mouth because we got a good ping game finally, boys. It is just Slayer BRs, but let's enjoy it, you know? This is 30 ping. It doesn't get better than this for us. This is it. Throw splash. Fucking Dame.
Slay every opponent alive.
for the follow. Thank you. There's a decent little rotation there with 2 there.
Enemy got a multi-kill.
I mean, I don't know if I love that spawn, honestly. What I do, walk straight forward and get ear hold. Where's the team? Are they all fucking dead? I guess so. I guess so. I hate pinging and not ever seeing backup. That shit grinds my gears.
Cinder shot inbound. Cinder shot available.
Cinder shot inside.
Are you asking me what my line of work is?
Gain the lead.
We've lost a teammate.
Killing spree.
Cinder shot inbound.
Knock their shields.
Cinder shot available.
Way to victory.
Excuse me, boys. Sorry. Fuck.
Heat wave here.
I'm just... I don't think I can get out of this too much right now, boys.
Abound.
Fuck. They had that, those angles on lock. forgot the other guy was in the corner. I'm just kind of playing around right now, boys. That's pretty excellent. I get killed by 343s actually. Like they have like codes in them that'll like, they're excellent about going from like a dead sprint looking like this to a no scope headshot, like within a second. With that, their coding at some points is disgusting. Other times is flawed beyond any belief possible. You know. That's shitty.
Shields are down.
After the military, post-COVID, I started doing DoorDash, and I just haven't stopped doing DoorDash because I gotta make my own schedule and lets me do shit like this whenever the fuck I want, you know what I mean? And so at this point, I have perfected being a DoorDash person, if you will. So yeah, that's what I do. Make about 50, 55 a year doing it, you know? That's what's wrong with Halo. He just beat me down. That guy just beat me the fuck down. That guy just beat me down. Wow, 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 wow.
Touch their shield. Enemy Spartans are closing in.
Got cheeky. I cannot believe that guy hit me and killed me. Like, I could see that with 90 ping or something like that. But, well, yeah, not with 30 ping. And the job thing, yeah, quite a change. But also, like, no one was hiring. I got in the military, and then the entire fucking world changed essentially, like a couple months later with COVID. So, you know what I mean? And it just got to the point where I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to work. I don't want to make money for anybody anymore, you know? And so now I do this, which technically is, yes, making money for, you know, a company, but I'm a contractor, you know? I work what I want, how long I want to, where I want, you know? Like, I can move anywhere right now. Like I did, like I used to live in Washington. I moved down here to Eugene with my lady and just kept on working. Never missed a beat, you know? So it's a combination of refusing to ever work for the government again, which will happen with a lot of, you know, post-military people. You know, just got a special place in our heart for the government, and it's not close. And then post that, like, I don't know, I just got so used to not working for anybody that I just refuse to work for anybody anymore, you know? And I make them enough with that to give this a decent shot for a bit. And it'll be nice because if and whenever this starts making money, then I have the type of job that if I'm making money for this, you know what I mean, at any point, then I could slowly start essentially phasing my job out, granting more time to this and stuff like that. So yeah, we are. I agree with the soul slaves, shit like that. I get it. We are slaves of the government. Maybe that's not a good word to use. I don't know. I don't want to be offensive to anybody, but we are definitely handcuffed to the government for sure. There's no way around it, period, you know? Oh my goodness, yeah. Everything, we're thinking about moving away from the Pacific Northwest. I've thought about it for, you know, a year or two now. But, A, it's so expensive. B, like, I don't think I want to move to Ohio. You know what I mean? I've kind of always made fun of Ohioans. You know, which my lady is one. Yeah, exactly, Rouge. Exactly. There's definitely a fail-safe there where I can just slow down work, and if, you know, this ends up failing, cool. I just gotta I gotta back up anyways, you know? So that's the idea. So we're trying to get out of, like, currently with work and this and balancing that. Obviously, the more we work, the more money we make, the less time we have to stream, but the more unstable packet loss. There's no way this game's gonna work right now, boys.
Find the enemy.
You guys seeing that?
Find the enemy.
Gained the lead.
I have no idea how this is gonna go, guys.
Lost the lead.
Seventh leg, what's going on, everyone? I do DoorDash for work. Have for a few years now. I'm actually just under 12,000 orders completed. So, I mean, should we just quit this, boys? Honestly. Like, we're getting unstable packet loss. Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, it's just skipping. It's just like, I can't even slide and throw a grenade because it just, and I end up completely different than where I'm trying to go. Girly J, she is, she's much more accomplished than I am in regards to that. She is a speech therapist. She does all things speech therapy. Currently, like, she has a master's in that shit. Currently, she works with kids. So any kind of kids that have, you know, any kind of speech impediment issues or stuff like that, or have issues swallowing. She does a lot of stuff with the throat and stuff like that. Girly J's a badass. Girly J went to Ohio State for a very long time. And has learned a lot. Now she has a very nice, you know, very nice job, comfortable job. When she was switching jobs, she got a temporary job that paid her over $100 an hour. Just to give you an idea. Now, she's not making that now, but she's like, oh, there's a job where I can make over $100 an hour for like a month or two. I was like, then probably go do that. You know what I mean? I think she worked like 2 or 3 days a week. Like, damn good money. But she is, speech therapist, and she's damn good at her job too. I think her official title is a speech language pathologist, I believe. No, there's a whole lot of scientific shit going on there, but I also want to show that you know, I mean, like, I'm a big fan of her. I just don't want to butcher her actual title. For Discord? No, Joe. Joe, I have not yet, buddy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was debating on whether or not we should do the watch along for the second day. You know what I mean? If it'll be that exciting, we're doing it because this morning, like, all of this morning has been horrible. Oh, my fault. Oh, no, dude, I didn't even. Yeah, Joe, I just didn't even think about it. I didn't see that I skipped over your message on accident. Washington is dope. I agree, though. But yeah, no, the thing starts. I mean, we can run a couple. Let me play this game though, because I have 70 ping, and this is like one of the better games I've had today. So let me play this game. Give the boys something to watch. Oh, what's up, Rig FC? We're not losing any packets.
Forward to victory.
Spartan down. Enemy there.
Ah, I wanted it. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, man. Oh, you get... Well, hopefully people like the bedhead, bro. Oh. These lack of weapons are getting on my nerves. Boys, like this is aggravating. Motherfucker. I need to grab this before that fucking guy grabs it. Now we can grab this. Fuck you.
Not quite a skewer, but still impressive.
Oh man, why is that fire so off, bro? That's bad. My initial little seeking isn't on target at all. That grenade, that's second one didn't kill him? That's looking like a perfect little throw off that wall. Messed that up. Bro, he was going like a half a mile an hour. Bro.
Burst fire! Burst fire!
That's absurd, dude. Oh my fuck, dude. There's been like 3 or 4 of those today that have made no sense. Oh, strong grenade.
Nice shot.
Oh, sniper.
Small, still piercing.
Woo!
Wheels on route.
That was a little bit of a battle there, boys.
Another one down.
That was a little bit of a battle.
Victory is within reach.
Remember, boys, the best ability is survivability. We also need to get some ammo for this to increase our survivability. And we ain't got ammo for shit. And being extremely efficient with the ammo we have, though. Kill him! Oh, there's the ammo. I told you it was gonna be a problem at some point.
They got OS. Overshield is mine.
Is this playlist on Spotify? Yeah, this is playlist on Spotify. What should I title it after this? Hold on. And mod, yeah, I was looking at moderator. I was thinking about it, considering we do have, every now and then, we have issues that probably need a mod, you know? A la a youth pastor popping in to give his health or simple shit. Come here, bitch. Come here.
Victory.
Victory is yours.
Thank you. GG's. I mean, for the ping we have, we're doing all right. That's cool. Pop filter just fall off. Joe, you want in on this a little bit? A few games before we pop over to the presentation. Yeah, we do have constant chatters. Yeah, and we have a. That's why I thought about it recently, is because we do have a decent, 5 to 10 person community right now, And I want to make sure I take care of those as we get more and more. So, if you would like to be a moderator, I'm not gonna say that I will just be like, yeah, you're now a moderator. But if you're interested, let me know. I'll look into it a little bit more. And
Yo, what's good?
what's good, Joe? And yeah, there are a couple people I have in mind, obviously, but I'd rather you volunteer than me volunteer you, if you will. Joe, you want to join up on us?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. All right. Other than that, only 3 copyright strikes for the last Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase. So, I mean, we can work with 3.
Was it a block or was it a demonetization?
Demonetization, which is fine.
Okay.
Which
Yeah.
is fine. I don't care.
That doesn't make a difference. It's
Yeah, I
really
mean,
1K
it's
anyways.
that, and I'm still 900 away from even considering monetizing, plus the wait. You know what I mean? Whatever. Don't even care. That, and I thought it was it's kind of a bitchy move by the by those music companies, because they know that song's gonna get play in that video game, and then they know that video game is gonna be on the Xbox Bethesda, so I can almost guarantee they just have a team waiting for it during that thing. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, dude, as soon as ours comes on, get those strikes ready. You know what I mean? It was just
So it's that, and then on top of that, what it also is the fact that YouTube's algorithm for like audio detection for copyrights. There's been people who have made multiple videos on it. You can look it up. I highly recommend looking this up. But there's a dude that made a video just for for experimental purposes. He literally hummed a song, like maybe 5 seconds of it, and just like 5 seconds of a song, and it was able to detect what song he was humming, and it muted his VOD for that however many seconds he was humming it. And then on top of that, you could even just say the lyrics to a song, not even singing it in the tone, just saying the lyrics of a song. They will pick that up, believe it or not.
it doesn't make it. I mean that just reiterates my point of it being a bitchy thing. Are you joining or not?
Well, yeah, my bad. I guess more or less the point of what I was saying is that there's a bot that does most of the copyright flagging, but like there are definitely manual.
But at the same time, like they know, all these developers and all this, they know that this is about to happen, right? And there was a lot of songs that didn't get copyright struck, if you will, you know? Like the one I was actually worried about, Forza, didn't get it. And so like, while yes, there are automatics, I think they can put in places like, hey, this is about to happen, don't strike anything for this song for this period of time or whatever. And you know, like if they can enable it, they can unenable it, or not send out strikes. You know what I mean? Like where or they can resend the strikes, if you will. Like, oh shit, they get picked up, but we understand this is a game showcase. People are just excited, but you know, this, that, the other. This isn't. We're not trying to steal your song. Like, it's like. I
agree with what you say, and I feel like it's even more scummy considering that the game developers and the companies that make the games, they deliberately put in those songs, so they're like, hey, you're gonna get striked.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like there's better ways to do things. And then let me get the chat real quick. Rouge, Matt, yeah, you two were one of my two that I was definitely thinking of. So if you guys want to do it, I'll look into, you know, more of what a moderator, like I need to educate myself before I ask you to, you know, moderate and stuff like that.
You just want to make sure you don't want anybody that times out people for no reason, or
Well,
like
yeah,
bans
that,
people
and then
from
make sure
that.
the hate speech and keeps the, like, grows the community that we kind of want, you know. I don't want somebody coming in here the N-word this, you know, hard F-word this and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about fuck. That one's not, that's not offensive to me. You know, like, if you've been around the channel for a little bit, you know what we like. I mean, the rules will pop up occasionally, you know. But I just don't want to ask too much of people that I'm not rewarding in some type of way, shape, or form. What? What? Okay. That was weird.
What happened?
I just used 2 shock grenades and I guess I just missed them. But I don't do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just befuddling that nothing hit there.
I just watched our warthog like drive off cliff. Okay.
Damn you!
The enemy has your flag.
First game of the day, I gotta stretch my UNSC legs. Do you like what I did there?
I'm just so upset that guy stole my fucking overkill just now. I'm not playing great, like, you know what I mean? Like, my aim's definitely a little off. I could have probably already had that if I was shooting. They're all right here.
An ally returned our flag.
I'm not going off the cliff with you, dog.
Me and this guy are making an awesome push together right now.
Ground vehicle delivered. Confirmed.
Me and this dude were in a warthog and he like did a flip and almost flipped us off the cliff and I jumped out. Like, I'm not trying to die with you, dude. Did the June drop pod already happen, or is that happening?
I think
still?
I assume it's gonna be like 10 or something like that.
Killing spree. Double kill. Hold this.
They know where you are. You're
Oh, I missed it.
Spartan.
How is he not dead? Okay.
They know where you are.
So confusing.
Ground vehicle en route.
I mean, this has been some expert ass flag play, just to let you guys know. Like, this has been some beautiful capture of the flag. Just some beautiful capture of the flag. Got it inside the tunnel. I mean, that was just, me and this guy had one of the most beautiful 2-man pushes I've ever seen.
Enemy returned.
Got a guy low.
I'm so glad that I have people like this just fucking sitting back here, like half the team just chilling after I do that shit. Hey guys, let's capture that flag.
Did I say that, Rouge? I guess I did.
Still piercing. Ground vehicle delivered.
Made. I guess according to my logic, today is not a good day to die.
Another one down.
Oh no!
Just one shot on me.
Oh, I forgot I had this.
Their time is ending.
Does anyone in chat drink energy drinks at all?
I already signed a Red Bull.
Oh, nice. I'm signed to raise. Well, not signed, but you know.
We signed to him, you said?
Sponsorship deal.
No, that's what's up, dude.
It's actually pretty good,
An ally returned our flag.
Oh, I just got splattered.
Playing
Oh no.
Wheels are ready.
Me and a mongoose are going in to grab the flag.
I'm literally just surviving right now, if we're being honest.
Why did he get out of the goose, dude? We could have got that.
Enemy returns their flag.
I'm gonna play a lot more passive now. I'm trying to go for objective, but it's rough.
The brute stalkers would be proud.
I feel like every game mode having this. I think we had this conversation,
He has your flag.
but I feel like having
Oh,
this
no.
10-second respawn time
Yeah, we've had it before, yeah.
makes having kills like way more important.
It is true. I mean, frankly, we just don't. I don't know. Our team is that. I mean, that good.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be rude, but like,
This is my first game on. I'm playing like buns, and that's not an excuse, anyways. I'm playing like shit.
this shit happens. But like, I'm just saying, like, that's most of the team, though. You know what I mean?
Am I gonna say
And
this right?
even you're fourth, and so you're not even playing bad.
Harsh shit, Projapat. Welcome in.
Oh,
brother.
harsh shit, you're here. What's going on, dude? I love when he pops in. How you doing? Sorry, we're trying to pull this out. Just do not know if we're gonna be able to. Oh no. Ah, no! I mean... I don't know if I could have played that much more perfectly, boys. I really don't. I mean, I love Big Team. I just wish that they were competitive, man. You know? I really enjoyed this game mode. Like, and if you get scored on once, that just means the game's over, essentially. People start quitting.
This guy with the ghost, or this wasp, is wreaking havoc.
Yeah, I know.
The flag.
We just need to kind of take them out, you know?
I'm literally just spawning and dying to him.
Oh no, hi. Is this guy a bot?
Oh, that shit was just a hair off. There's a dude in our base with a grab hammer.
He has your flag.
Yeah, I agree. We need ranked BTB.
Fuck! What's that?
We need ranked BTB. We need ranked lone wolves like Rumble Pit.
Well, no, what we need is fucking like. Don't mean to cut you off, but just things that'll make the people want to play the game more. I don't know if we're gonna get a massive surge of population for ranked big team battle. You know what I mean? We used to have 200,000 people interested in this game, and now there's a couple thousand. You know?
Yeah.
Like there's gotta we need something massive to get people back into Halo, and then you got to figure out some way to make arena shooters fun, because they haven't been fun ever since the spawn of, you know, battle royales. And so it's just like there's a very finite kind of amount of time that people are going to give Halo a chance. Like, look at Call of Duty Vanguard. That flopped as well, you know? Like, it's just not the titles anymore. You need to kind of, you need to evolve a little bit.
I wasn't speaking in the sense of like right now, right away. I mean like down the line, like obviously you and me and people that are like diehard Halo fans, they're still gonna play a year down the road, you know?
Yeah.
Like hopefully. And what I'm saying is that down the line, I would at least hope that they would add some sort of ranked modes, like team doubles or like lone wolves, where it's like just you and you're ranking up.
Well, I think 2v2,
like
I think that has the potential to get ranked. We're gonna switch this up to the Xbox and Bethesda thing, boys. 15 minutes prior to. So no more Halo. This is no longer the pre. This is the Xbox and Bethesda Showcase. Day 2.
Hoping they show the some Halo stuff.
I doubt they're gonna, like, I guess from years past that this second showcase really just highlights, or it goes like, I'll talk to the developers more about what was shown, this, that, and the other.
Kind of like a Nintendo treehouse.
I have no idea what that is.
So Nintendo would have their press conferences with all their new games coming out, and literally right after the conference would happen, they would have something called the Nintendo Treehouse, and it was like a 3-hour session, like after the stream was over, where like people are playing the different games they showed in the showcase, and like showing demos and gameplay and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah, probably something much like that then.
Okay.
I mean, should we just steal this from Xbox themselves, I think?
That'd be the best way. I would.
Let's cut
Sometimes
that.
places like IGN have a good, but
Yeah, I'd rather just get the actual. Alright,
Direct
give us a
sword.
second while we set all this stuff up. Let's go ahead, switch scenes. Ooh, look at that stinger.
what's going on, guys? We got 10 people watching right now. Let's hit a couple more likes. Let's get it to 10 likes. You know we can, baby. Let's do it.
Alright, boys, there we go. Got a
what
little
was
bit
the
of
biggest-
music on. What's up? What's going on?
What was the biggest moments for you yesterday with the presentation? Besides from the
Presentation.
Pelican?
But even the Pelican, I mean, that was cool. Don't get me wrong. I reacted pretty hard. But at the end of the day, like, needed a bit more than that, you know? Needed a
Yeah.
little bit more than that. I think Halo's having trouble quitting now. Alright, everything should be fine. Here we go. Where's my notebook? Let me see what was there. I gotta remind myself. Redfall I liked a lot. Diablo 4, that hit hard for me. Now, I don't know if that's gonna be something the channel as a whole wants to see me grind out, but Diablo 4 holds a very, very special place, or the Diablo series as a whole holds a very special place in my heart. So, that one hit me pretty hard.
Some people would say Diablo 2 is one of the best games made. Some people. Diablo 2 is freaking so good. I haven't played the new one, the remaster.
Hold on, this thing is... OBS is giving me a fit. Yeah, Diablo 2 is where I essentially started playing games at.
I think people, I didn't watch the conference. I was kind of just like lurking in your stream and listening to it while I was at work. But the one thing that really caught my attention was Overwatch 2, how it's coming out in October. That's pretty hype, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Overwatch 2, I know that one is... I know that one's been talked about for a minute. That's for sure. Like, to choose a day that I didn't wear my contacts because of how dry they've been getting,
Yeah.
and then have to be able to do this while holding a conversation is really turning out to be much more difficult than I planned it on being. All right, there we go. Holy shit, we got it. Now, let me get chat up, because that's literally what that entire little thing was all about. And we got chat, we got Joe, we got the countdown, we got... All right, what were we talking about? Let's get back to it, because I'm here now. Diablo 4. Diablo 2 was, yeah, one of the greatest games. That's really where I evolved as a gamer, was then. And kind of like the deeper end of gaming, the end game content and shit like that, if you will.
When I was a young kid, I loved Gauntlet Legends on the N64. And so, like, a game like Diablo, I would immediately fall in love with, you know?
Rouge, we were talking about water. Yeah, no, Diablo 4, what were you saying?
I was saying I grew up playing, like, Gauntlet Legends and stuff like that. So, like, a game where you're playing that type of gameplay, where you're, like, leveling up your character and you can, like, skill tree them and all this cool shit. I would be sucked into that.
Yeah, I'm pretty hard sucked into those games. I'm not, this sucked. No, like Diablo 3, even though that wasn't even that good of a Diablo, I still probably put 1,000 hours into that game. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of it. There's a lot of things they missed on it, but that's all right.
I heard that it, like you said, it was there. They had a couple issues, but then when the Reaper of Souls DLC came out, they like fixed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was just they kind of like, it's a good game. It just doesn't feel necessarily like a Diablo game, if you will, you know. 7.5 minutes, boys. Let's get Matt and Rouge down in case we ever start mods. Other than that, let's see. Starfield obviously looked amazing. I'm a little worried about 1,000 planets or whatever, 1,000 systems. Just they might run into what No Man's Sky initially ran into, with just very bare kind of, you know, procedurally generated, not a whole lot to it, fighting. Like yeah, you're just fighting little robots that are pissed off because you're mining and stuff, you know, like there wasn't a whole lot to the game. And I have a feeling with so much in Starfield there might be some of that as well, which wouldn't be fun. I do love the massive size of it.
What they would have done, would have sold me on it 100%, is if they did a total like FU, like a middle finger moment to like No Man's Sky, how they like show gameplay of you playing with your friends. That would have been a major middle finger to No Man's Sky.
Does No Man's Sky still not have co-op? I thought they did.
No, so when the game first came out, right?
Oh, I know about all that when it first came out, how it's supposed to have co-op. Or no.
They deliberately lied. They
Yeah.
said that there was multiplayer, but it would be almost impossible to find your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, they announced, or they revealed that it wasn't coded into the game. Like there was no way to actually find your friend and queue up with them. Like there was no.
Yeah, I know. I used to actually, put a bunch of hours into No Man's Sky when it first came out. Honestly, I enjoyed the game, but it was very repetitive. I never got remotely close to. I enjoy like building shit, like I enjoy games like Minecraft. Now I wish that Minecraft kind of evolved a little bit more, but like I enjoy Ark and stuff like that, where you go out, you collect materials, and you build up your, you know what I mean? Your castle, if you will, or your land, or your this, that, the other, as your character levels up, and it's all good things.
There's a couple games like that. The survival genre is actually coming up recently.
Oh yeah.
They got that Valheim game that came out.
That one
great.
hit hot for a while.
V Rising is a new game that just came out. A lot of people are playing. It's like a vampire type Valheim. Similar scenario though. You're like building stuff. You're leveling up. Both survival.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Dude, I need to get some WD-40. This is pissing me off. I got a gamer chair, and every time I lean forward, it like squeaks.
Oh yeah, no, I just got a bare ass computer chair. Chat, are we excited? Are we ready?
I'm ready. I want to see some more grounded stuff on Grounded.
Oh yeah, so was that released, or is it finally getting its actual release? Is that what that is?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Because I saw a gameplay for it. I was like, oh shit, because I know it's been in beta forever.
My buddy streams it, and he actively plays that game, and he loves it. And I played it for like the first couple hours, and I couldn't get into it just purely because of the fact that it's extremely difficult. I was walking around in areas I know I shouldn't have been in, and like I was getting one hit killed by like spiders and ants, and I was like, dude, I need a group if I'm gonna play this game. I've noticed like it's one of those games you want to play with at least 2 or 3 people.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. On Halo, that is? Are you talking about Halo's YouTube? So I'm pretty sure I'm on Halo's YouTube right now.
Oh, I think he means because on the right-hand side, it keeps popping up random names for games. Like it said Grounded like a few minutes ago.
Oh.
Minecraft Legends.
Hey, Rouge, this is the first time I've actually seen that side of the screen. And not because it's been blocked. I've just literally ignored it. I mean, not even, I didn't even realize that shit was changing. That's how much Pete Hines. But do know that I do appreciate you, Rouge. Three FC, I appreciate you guys. Everybody here, harsh shit that stopped by. I don't know if he's still here. Obviously, Joe, you're in here. Matt B. It makes me feel good when all the normals show up when I go to stream. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I appreciate you showing love to the content, boys. Now, speaking of Rouge, you're kind of the one that really pushed me to get out these compilation, the montage videos, if you will, you know what I mean, at the end of each week. I got a bone to pick because, man, there are people that do not like that, period, but I'm gonna keep on doing it for you. But like that shit got more dislikes on a video than I've had on any of them in like, I don't know, months. Yeah, they got like 3 dislikes immediately almost.
That's asinine, bro.
I know.
I think that's just hate watchers, bro.
I know. I think it's just hilarious. It's a fake build, obviously. I'm still gonna put them out. I need to get better at making them, and I need to have some better clips. This, that, the other. But I don't know if it's dislike worthy, motherfucker. You make montage videos that.
Let me start by saying, dude, I don't think it's anything you have to improve on. I think it's genuinely just someone that's hating on you.
Oh no, like
you stream Halo, so I mean, like you coming out with a montage video of your clips should not be like something that's far-fetched.
I'm just saying there's a little bit of editing I can put in there to make them more fun to watch and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying it as a negative thing or that I'm beating myself up. I'm saying it as I never want to stop improving. And so I'm always, just like I'm sure like Mr. Beast does, I'm sure he doesn't get a video out and be like, oh man, that was perfect. I'm sure even him fucking look at a video and be like, oh, I could have done this better. I could have, you know what I mean? And so it's a healthy do better. Fucking 2 dislikes, 3, 4 dislikes, whatever on a video. I don't give a shit. I just thought it was hilarious because I woke up and our channel average for likes to dislikes, 10 seconds boys, is like 95, 96%. And this one's like 60. And I was like, whoa, okay. Okay. Here we go, boys. You can kill Spotify quickly.
Yeah, a few months back. Like,
It's starting. Are you watching it all?
Yeah, I'm watching your stream.
To tell you how excited we are to be a part of the Microsoft Games Show Extended.
Game Showcase Extended.
You know, Game Showcase Extended.
Showcase.
What's the need for the extended? Why add that extra word?
It's like,
Like, is there one that's not extended?
It's just Roiland.
And that's why?
we're getting nods. There is a not extended one. Okay.
And that one's just called without the extended.
So that's just called the
There's the normal one. I know what this is.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, we're happy to be a part of it nonetheless.
I love his energy. Like, that is my energy right there. Hey, welcome to the second extended. Why is it extended? It's the only one this day showcase. But we're here. Welcome to 3, bros. Welcome to 3. What do you guys think about the Squanch game? I think chat said wait for it. Kind of wait for the reviews on the Squanch game. And I did see that there's a little needle gun in that one that was a little bit of Halo. There's people like, oh, this is a Halo release. It was like a needle in the Squanch game. Here's your Halo Infinite. Oh, maybe a copyright strike, probably. Again.
You turn the volume like almost all the way down. Pick it up, I don't think.
Well, it's already been going for about a minute and a half, so we're probably fucked.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna
For
do?
future reference, if they play another song, just turn it almost all the way down, and then it'll cover it. You don't have to mute it.
That, and I don't know what, like, you know, like, I'm sure that there's some of
so if
these
you talk
songs
over it too, it definitely covers it.
Yeah. And I know I need to talk to over some where it's not fair use. You know what I mean? But
Games Showcase Extended. I'm Erin.
like
this is Malik.
it'd be cool if you're like, hey, this song's copyright when it pops up.
Exciting
to let us know. Which I know is a little far fetched, but
gameplay from the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase just 2 days ago. For the first time ever, the entire showcase was focused on games you can play over the next 12 months.
let me know how the volume is,
You
chat.
saw world premiere gameplay from Redfall and Starfield, and today we've got Bethesda's own Pete Hines right here to tell us more. You'll hear from the renowned developers behind the brand new Xbox franchise, Our History Untold. Dive into Naraka Blade Point with our partners at NetEase Games, and so much more.
But first,
much more.
we begin with a
That's
special
what
look
we're
at how
interested
our
in.
fans got to celebrate the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase with a message from our very own Phil Spencer.
Oh, Philly boy. I mean,
I got your stream on the side of my
I love
screen
coming
if
to
you don't
events
mind.
like this. You can just feel the energy.
I mean, I
people loving to come
like
together as a
their
community.
their
love of video
showcase. I thought it was a
games,
good
Xbox
showcase
fans.
a couple
Just
days
a really
ago,
special time
but
for everybody, myself included.
obviously wanted some Halo selfishly.
Gaming has this unique
Nice
ability
beard,
to bring
sir.
people together. Whether it's saving the world from the aliens or winning a football game, it's so great.
I think it was.
I love hearing from
I
people.
think
What did you
the
like in the
Xbox
show?
Showcase was a
Those
lot better than State
conversations
of
with
Play,
people that are
so.
here about
Yeah,
areas
I
that they
agree.
like and areas they wish we would do more. I think that's something that drives us. You saw it in the show today. People said we want to see more gameplay, and so we said,
Did you
okay,
hear
great. You're going to see a ton of gameplay.
before the
Yeah,
conference
you know, I
a
think
couple
this is
days
our
ago,
biggest lineup ever in
Xbox is
terms
doing
of just
something called
diversity
Xbox
of different
TV now,
kinds of
and they're gonna
games
have
from
their own
different
TV
kinds of
subscription
teams,
service, just
different
like everyone
genres.
else.
No, I'm not surprised
Franchises,
though.
Japanese franchises
I have a
don't always
feeling
come to
that if you
Xbox.
buy
We've been
Game
working on
Pass
that. Today we
Ultimate,
obviously had
you
Persona.
get it. So like, then at that point, Microsoft would be
It's
like,
you know important to us.
the
We not only
ultimate
have all the games
monopoly.
coming from our
Yeah.
internal studios,
Yeah.
but
They'll have
also
TV
great
shows,
independent game
movies, they'll
developers
have
that we work
games.
with around the world. So
That'll be
could
huge.
not be more excited for
Yeah.
what we're doing with Kojima.
And he's got this really great idea for a game. And I want to be clear, because I know we say like experience and stuff. He's building a video game, but he has this real unique things that he wants to do in the game. And we said, okay, let's go
new
do something
Xbox,
together.
it seems
And I'm
like
just
the
really proud to be in an industry that can
newer
be part of so
generation
many
of
people coming
Xbox,
together.
They don't really care too much about their consoles. Like, not in a bad way, not saying that in a bad way, but like the whole Game Pass model that they've been pitching for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You don't even need to have an Xbox to play Game Pass. If you have a computer, you can play all these games on Game Pass.
That's true.
It's like,
What is this, boys?
looks interesting. Did they show this yesterday? Valheim?
I was thinking Valheim as well. I don't think they showed Valheim on Sunday though, did they?
This looks like Valheim. I wonder if they're putting it on console finally. Yep, it is Valheim.
Yeah, it
That's
is Valheim,
huge.
right?
That's huge.
But hold on, what's more huge is did they say anything about Valheim on Sunday? Because if they didn't,
No, they didn't. They didn't.
that means
They
that this is a showcase. The extended showcase is different than their other showcases, and we might actually hear Halo stuff.
Halo. Yep.
Because all the other extended ones were just talking about what they had already done. And if they start this essentially with something from, we might see some Halo stuff, boys. There's a chance.
Let's go.
There's a chance. Obviously, let me know with the command chat. Play it if you want me to play this game for y'all. We can always check out Valheim if you'd like us to. Probably more players on it than Halo.
Bethesda opened the showcase with a
So it
dramatic
has-
gameplay
so
demo for
it
Redfall
doesn't
and
come out
closed
till
it
Xbox
with
till
Todd
next
Howard
year,
showing
but
us
it's
how
on
deep the
PC
rabbit hole
this
goes
year,
on
that's-
Starfield. And we also got a sneak peek at
We got
upcoming
PCs, so that's
expansions
alright.
for Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76. Here to break it all down for us is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Pete
That's the one
Hines
thing I
from
love
Bethesda.
about
Pete,
Halo
how are you?
Infinite is
I'm
that
great.
it's
Good to
free
see you.
play.
Good to
Like, I
see you
can
as
just
well.
tell
So
all
about a month
the-
ago,
I
you all
can tell
announced
so
some
many
delays
people about
for
it.
both Redfall and
Man, it's free,
Starfield. So I wanted to
download
give
it.
you a chance to like
I don't have
tell
an
us a little bit
Xbox. Do you have
about
a
the
computer?
decision-making
Yeah,
process. for that.
download it.
Absolutely. Look,
Yeah,
with all the
right.
time that goes into a game, it would be foolish to rush it out the door before it's ready. I think we have
Guys wearing some eye
continued to
makeup
sort of
a little
examine
bit.
how we think about
I mean, to put 'em
games
on
and
blast,
making
but-
sure that they are going to meet our players' expectations. Obviously, the last 2
He's gotta
years
look
have
good
really
on this-
challenged
on
us
this,
from a development
stage.
standpoint. How we work now
Right.
largely remotely, while a lot of our folks are not back in the office. And, you know, that has an impact. I also think we've been thinking about things like release dates and when do we give those out and how do we make sure we give one out that we actually hit and don't have to change later. So it's not something we undertake lightly, but at the end of the day, I
That's
think what our
something you guys
fans
have
expect,
not
what
been
Xbox
doing
fans,
well.
what Bethesda fans expect is a high quality game, and we want to do everything we can to give our teams the time to fully realize the games they're making.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's all about, right? Like delivering an amazing experience for the players out there. And so, speaking of games, we're just going to jump into it. We're going to start with how the showcase started with
Sounds good.
Redfall. Now,
I
before we
am
get into the
interested
game,
in this one,
Arcane's
please.
making the game, and I want you to talk a little bit about the pedigree of Arcane, just in case people don't know.
Sure.
These folks over there, they're doing their thing.
Arcane Studios is known for really amazing, immersive.
Did you guys like
sims.
Redfall, chat? What
They
do we
do
think?
any number of things. If you play games of theirs, Dishonored 2, Prey.
recall what
There's
that
a
one
lot
was
of
like.
common
Isn't that
threads
like
you'll
the
find in
Vampire
them. They
Fortnite
create
type one?
It's
really
like
amazing,
Vampire-
believable worlds. I think that's a big part of their game
Borderlands.
is when you're in Dunwall or you're up on a
Oh.
space station in Prey, that it feels believable. There's a
Four-person
reason why
co-op,
things
hero
are the way
kind
they
of
are. They're
shooter.
also a big believers in systems-based as opposed to scripted. So they really embrace
Skill-free
player
shit like
freedom
that.
and sort of giving players the
See?
tools to decide, you figure
Kinda
out
see
how
it
you
there a
want
little
to
bit.
complete this mission or get through this area. We're not going to tell you how. We're just going to give you tools and then give you the freedom to go and do. But, you know, there's great characters and interesting story. They bring a lot of different elements and then really let the player create the experience they want.
And that's what it's all about. Gamers have taken many games and made it their own. And I think the fact that Arcane is making the game with that in mind is super important. Now, how similar or dissimilar would you say this game, Redfall, is from the other Arcane
I mean,
games?
look, on the surface, it's a first-person shooter that you can play solo or with, you know, up to 4 players. And so immediately you
that.
might say, well, it's not a single-player game, so it must be wildly different. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely ways in which it is different. But I think when folks play the game, and even when they see more of the game, I think they'll start to see all of those things about an Arcane game that they love and appreciate. You know, why it's won multiple
Arcane the
Action
same
Game
studio
of the
that
Year
the,
awards for Dishonored 2,
Oh, there it
is their
is.
ability to bring
Dishonored. I knew
all
I
of those
recognized it
things
from
together,
somewhere.
really high level of polish, and let folks experience it. And so I think all of those things we talked about. If you want to play a game by yourself and get a great Arcane story, you can absolutely do that in
never
Redfall.
played
But
the
you can also
Dishonored
do things
games.
that
Are
you
they
haven't
good?
been able
Yeah,
to do in an
me either.
Arcane game, like experience it
I
with
just
friends
recognize-
and
that's-
find out
that's why it took
sort
me
of
a
how
minute,
the
or it
whole
took
can
me
become
until he
greater
said
than
it
the sum
to
of the
realize
parts,
it.
like playing it off
Because
of
I
each
just- I knew that there
character's
was
abilities.
somebody
You
that
saw
was
some of that in
popular.
the
It
demo.
was like a
So,
popular
you know,
gamer.
I think the more that people appreciate that, you almost are going to want to try and play Redfall a couple of different ways. You might want to play it by yourself a little bit, play it with others, and it's a game that allows you to do either or both of those things, however you see fit.
I'm glad you talked about playing with friends because I'm taking applications for friends to help me get through Redfall.
Can I put my name on that list? I'm down to a little.
It'd be an honor. Pete,
This
keep me
sounds
on that
so
list. All right, we're
scripted.
gonna go
That
explore
sounded
Redfall together.
I'm
so
excited. I can't wait for that.
cringily
And so let's talk a little bit more
scripted,
about the
man.
game. Now,
Oh,
you know, between
that
the trailer
hurt.
we saw last year at the
That
reveal, as well as
hurt
this one that we
my
just saw,
soul.
I feel like Redfall reminded players of other co-op shooters like Left 4
It's
Dead,
like
for example.
they expect
What makes
gamers
Redfall
to like
unique?
all be teenagers or like kids or something.
Again, it's one of
Yeah.
those things like if you
I'm
watch
31.
just like combat footage, you might look at Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood
We're boomers
or any
here.
of these things
I'm
and go,
kidding.
oh, I see multiple
near.
characters facing a bunch of enemies, and like so it's the same game. But I think that
call
that
us
would be doing a
millennials, but we're
disservice.
freaking
That it's
boomers, dog.
all of the things that take place in between the combat as well as the combat itself, sort of combining different skills and abilities in the way that you do. You know, Layla dropping down an elevator using her powers that Jacob can use to get up top on a roof and provide cover. You know, you have different characters who play roles really well. How you choose to use Brebone, the robot, all of those things come into, again, allowing the players not to say, here's a set of rules and you can only use,
It's
like,
not
no,
that
here's
guy just right in the
some
background
stuff
with a
that you
fucking
go off into this
lightning rod.
amazing sort of dynamic,
Oh,
ever-changing
man.
world and sort of experience and explore for yourself. And you come back the next day and it'll look and feel like a different experience, even though you're in the exact same part of the game. I mean, I think those are the kinds of things that Arcane does that really bring that sort of extra special element that makes their game so compelling.
Yeah, compelling and fresh. So I'm excited for Redfall, and you said it here for everyone to see that we're going to be playing together. So I'm going to hold you to that.
Absolutely.
You got the proof. All right.
Can't wait.
Oh, awesome. So let's talk about Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I wanted to talk about the team philosophy because I hear that the team is actually banned from saying things like, now is the perfect time to play.
My least favorite saying is there's never been a better time to play a game. Like, we all say that. Yes, games always get better. We know that. The thing that we love about where Elder Scrolls Online is going is their ability to continually refresh the experience for players, provide new experiences like going to High Isle, a place they've never been in, an Elder Scrolls game. It does a lot of things like story and intrigue. There's a lot of politics in High Isle,
I haven't
different
seen
factions
ESL in a
and-
couple
and
years
the,
now.
The
I
conflict
don't
that's
think.
going
I
on
haven't
there. And
popped down
again,
there for a
way
while.
that
I
you
never
can
really got too
jump
far
in and
into
play
it.
by yourself and experience
But
it by
it
yourself,
just
even
seems
though
like
it's an
such
MMO,
an
but
undertaking
the real
at this point.
Special sauce of Elder Scrolls
Just gotta
Online
miss
is
it,
our amazing
unfortunately, you
community.
know?
They're so welcoming. They're so helpful. You know, if you need a little bit of help, if you need a lot of help,
they're there.
They're there for you to help explain.
Joe,
to,
why'd
to
you
make sure
call
have
out
a fun
Rouge? Now
experience.
Rouge
And honestly,
answered
like,
you,
that
and
is
you're not
such
answering
a huge
him.
part for an online game
Oh,
of creating
I'm
an
not in- I
environment
was
where
in chat, my
anybody, no
bad.
matter whether you've
I
just
was
started
just
playing or
telling
you've
him
been
to
playing
come say
for
hi. My
8
chat
years,
for a
can
second, I
have a
wanted
good
to test
experience no matter how you decide to engage with it.
I love that you mentioned that. Community is as you mentioned, is such a huge part of any online game. And so for players who may not have played Elder Scrolls, who are, like you said, looking to jump in, to know that they have that community backing them, that's going to help them guide them in their journey is super exciting. So
Show us some
but I
good
want to talk
shit.
about Fallout. a little bit.
Okay.
Huge milestone recently, 25 years of Fallout.
It's an
It can
extended
rent a car even now
gameplay
at
stream,
this
not
point,
an
right?
extended
We're talking about
chat.
it, right? So this has to mean something
right.
super special to the
Absolutely.
This is ridiculous.
Tell me about
we
how you
are
made this
as aware of
game.
anybody. Like this franchise did not
I
start.
don't want
with
to talk
Bethesda.
over
It's
an
one that
interview
we
too much, but
took
they're
on
not
along the
doing
way,
anything
and
other
our
than an
intent is
interview.
not
You know what I
just to-
mean?
To pay
Yeah.
homage to like Bethesda Fallout. Like, no, we mean all Fallout, because what this series has done, what it meant to us as players when we went and played those games, played the original Fallout, Fallout 2, and then what the franchise has become, and sort of growing and finding an even a new audience with Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76 is something we really want to celebrate.
Give me
And
Fallout
honestly,
5.
what's going on in Fallout 76 with the pit and your ability to continue to push the boundaries in an online game of story and meaningful player choice, and as you're going along, making decisions that kind of matter and have a real impact, I think is important in the evolution of Fallout 76, and just honestly how
We
far
could
that
get into
game
Fallout
has come
76,
from
boys,
its
if you
launch.
guys like
we're
that shit.
keenly aware of how that launch went, but we are also keenly aware
because
of the
the
incredible
launch of it,
amount of
I was
effort
there
and
for.
dedication from all of our teams across
And it
Bethesda
killed
to
it
say,
for me.
like,
And
we
so I
believe in
barely
this thing,
touched the
and
game. So
we
getting
wanna
into
give
it
the
again,
fans more of what
it
they
wouldn't
want,
be
and the kind of
horrible.
experiences that they want, and where Fallout 76 is now is truly remarkable when you go back and look
feel
at
like
sort
the
of where we
biggest
were and how
problem
far
with
we've
these
come,
games
and
as a
honestly how
service
much
things,
cool stuff
like,
is in
is that
store in the
they-
pit. It's going to be super
They
fun.
don't put out
Excited to
enough
jump in,
content
and
the
again, that's one of
beginning,
those things
and
that
then,
I'm
like,
sure you guys
they
attribute
expect
to the
people
community,
to
giving
keep
that
playing
feedback.
years down the line.
That 76 community,
No
again,
Man's
not
Sky
just
is a
in the
great
game,
example. We were
but
talking about that
what they
earlier,
do
like,
for each
took
other,
that
to
game
support
4
other folks in the
years to
community, what
actually,
they've done to
get
raise
good,
funds
you know
for
what I mean?
worthwhile
Yeah.
causes. Like, it's not just an amazing
game is
group of
super good
gamers,
now
it's
from
an
what I've heard.
amazing group of human
I
beings,
won't
and
probably
honestly
won't play
one
it
that
again,
we're
'cause
honored to
my
interact
time
with
with
and be a
that
part
game's
of every day.
I love
came
that,
and
Pete.
gone.
Before you
Yeah,
make me cry, we're going to
they
move
kind
on.
of
to
they
Starfield,
sucked up
right?
a chance with me,
All right, so
essentially.
let's talk about it. Starfield ended the show. I got to say, watching the trailer,
Don't get me wrong.
breathtaking.
Were you
It's
saying,
one of
Rouge? Are you
those
talking to me,
things
Rouge?
From the different locations and just seeing the difference between that moon versus the populated city,
talking that
just
shit to them?
amazing. The dog fighting, just everything was so awesome. The team really outdid themselves. I
It's
feel
one
like.
of those things
mad
about a
that he's
Bethesda
mad at
Games
this presenter.
Studios
Yeah, I
game
think
that I
he is,
always
too.
love, and it's been the case,
I wanna see
honestly,
the
since
game.
I worked on Morrowind and Oblivion and all those games that we talked about. And for every
And then
single
I
one,
have to
you cannot
balance
pin
listening to him
people down to,
when I
"Oh,
should
it's about
respond,
this,"
listening
because
to you,
it's not.
watching
Like,
chat, and my
ultimately what
ladies
those
texting
games
me
are
at the
massive
same
sandboxes
moment. I was like, oh
where
my
they give
goodness,
players just
get a sensory
ridiculous
overload
amounts
right
of
now.
freedom to say, you go figure out what kind of game you want to play and what kind of experience you want to have, because that's what this game is
See,
about.
people
It's
are
not
mad at
us
Starfield
prescribing and
because,
saying,
I
"You
saw a lot
have
of
to
things.
do
Oh,
these
there's not going to
things,"
be a
and
lot
like,
of
no,
unique
it's about
stuff
creating this
because they were
huge,
just fighting people called
sandbox with
pirates.
over 1,000 planets, so
And
you can
yeah,
completely
I mean,
explore and
they're
say,
at the very
"Yeah, but you don't
beginning of
have
the
to."
game.
Like,
You don't
it's
get
entirely
named
up to you to
enemies
figure out
at
what-
level
what
2.
is
You know
fun
what I
for you.
mean?
Do I
Like,
want story?
most
Do I
games, you're
wanna
going to be
join
killing a level
factions? Do I
1
wanna,
pirate
build
or a
outposts and
ghoul,
gather
or,
resources
you know
and
what I
build more
mean?
cool stuff?
I
The team really puts
I thought
all
it
of
was the
those tools
dumbest
in the
thing.
players' hands
Oh,
and
they're going to
step
have
back and says,
level 2 pirates.
now
And
it's
we're
time
gonna-
for you
you're going to
to
fight a
tell the
level
story of
35
Starfield, which is your
pirate.
story, which
Good
is gonna be
story.
different than
It's like,
mine,
shut
which is gonna
up,
be
dude.
different than everybody else's. And I think that's really where the magic of a Bethesda Game Studios game happens.
Speaking about the scope of everything, Todd said that this is what an epic RPG is. What does Bethesda define an epic RPG as?
I think, again, it's sort of leaning into, look, there's a lot of folks who take a lot of different approaches on what does an open
like
world
Sea of
mean. And
Thieves
Bethesda Game
great
Studios
example
always
of a
pushes themselves to the
game that
most freedom
wasn't
and
very
least
good at the beginning,
limitations, right?
and
Where
now is, like,
the items in the
super
world are
good.
all real
I've
things.
also
You
put a
walk
bunch of
into
time
a
into
store
Sea
and
of
there's a bunch of
Thieves.
weapons or
And that's
whatever.
just
Like,
one
that's
you
not
gotta
just
find. You gotta
art on
find
a
some friends
countertop.
for,
Like,
and it'll be
you
a
can
lot of
pick
fun to
those up.
do.
You
Yeah.
can steal them and run out of the.
I used to
You can
play that
create
game solo
chaos. Like, we
dolo
don't want to
sometimes.
put too many limits on what the
Yeah,
player
sleuth.
is or isn't allowed to do.
1v4
We love it when
people.
players say,
Yeah.
"I wonder what happens
I have a
if,"
clip on my
and then they
YouTube of
try
me
it, and then they
1v4ing a team.
get to see, like, oh my lord, chaos ensued, and it was insane.
Hell yeah.
Everybody was shooting at me, and like that's, I think,
love
the
that
beauty
game.
of
That game's the
Bethesda Game
perfect
Studios
game
and
to
the
just-
and the
if you wanna
number
just
of
kick
ways
back and talk
that
to
they push
chat
for you
and,
to
like,
explore that. Right?
just
It's
do
not just
whatever.
one. It's
It's
you
a
could
fun game.
spend
Chat, you guys
want
wanna see Sea of peeves
nothing
ever.
but shipbuilding and like focus that as all you're about, and that's okay. But you could also be about
Especially now
exploring
with all
every
the content
planet and
they've
finding
added,
all of the good,
you could
and
literally
that's
do
okay. Or
different
you can
stuff
just
each
play the
stream
main
and
story
it
and
would
be
still
like,
be
I
entertaining.
want to kind
Yeah,
of experience
I
that
get
I'm
you.
guided through so that I
Sure,
kind of
there's
get to
plenty
see
of shit
stuff,
to
and
do
I
in
might
it.
stop here and there.
But
Oh, there's a cool
just chat
side
wanna
quest that
see
I
it.
got, but I want
That's-
something that
that's
sort of
the
leads
biggest
me
thing.
through because I'm a
I'm a
little,
man for the
it can be a
people.
little daunting to say you can go do whatever I want. Like, ooh, I don't know what I should do. So some folks
I
want
think
a little
my
bit of a
problem
guided
is
path
I
to
like to
understand
play
where
what
the
I
fun
like to
is,
play,
and
so I'll
no
stream
approach is
something,
wrong.
and if
Like
I
for
don't
me,
get the views on it,
that's
I'm like,
epic
damn, that
because it
sucks, but
says
at the same
we
time,
aren't
it's
putting
like,
any limits on what you
people
can or
probably
can't
don't wanna see what
do.
I wanna
We're
see.
going to set you loose and just sit back
Yeah,
and watch
that's a
the beauty
mindset
that you
that a lot of
create with your
YouTubers
own
said you gotta
stories
kind
and the
of
way that
destroy
you
when I was like,
solve
shut up,
problems
not
or
you,
choose to
like
spend your
me,
time in
the
this
me,
world with
you,
creating.
everybody,
I love
you,
that.
you know what I
And,
mean?
you know,
The
what you
all-inclusive
said
view, if you will.
about,
Like you
those
like you don't
moments
want
that
like
maybe
you gotta
you
stop playing
experience
games
that
you
I
want to
don't.
play.
Like,
You
those are
you
some
gotta
of the
play
best
games
moments
people
if I
want to
think
see
back
you
to
play, kind
playing
of shit. You know?
RPGs when I'm discussing with my friends. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah,
No, I
I
didn't see
figured
that.
that
Where did you see
most
it?
that
And
missed
having them
most
go
of
out and
us.
find it. So I think that's going to be one of those
We
things.
talk about that a lot, that sort of water cooler moment. Of
Exactly.
like you come in
Yeah.
the next day and you talk to everybody about what you did and you were like, wait, I did that quest, but I did this
Are you
completely different
screaming,
thing. And you
mcjukes?
sort of start to appreciate all of the choices that you could have
mcjukes is
made.
streaming
You didn't
too.
even
No,
realize
screaming.
were an option. Like, oh, I didn't even think about doing that. Like, oh yeah, I just ran in and stole his ship and shot all of his crew members.
Did he
and
just
took
say
off.
stoled?
Like, you can do that. Like, oh yeah, you can do anything. Like that. I think that is
I think he did just say
a
that.
special part
Yeah.
of the
I just went
Bethesda Game
stole his
Studios
ship.
game, and-
Yeah, you done
and when we
did
say
that,
epic
didn't ya?
RPG, we mean all of the stories, all of them.
All right, you just gave me some ideas for stealing people's ships. So I
ain't
appreciate
about
that.
that.
Stolding
It'll be top on the
people's
list to
ships.
do in Starfield.
Stolding,
Now,
please. Thank you.
We saw quite a bit of combat and action in the game. That seems to also be, in addition to exploring and everything, that seems to be another huge focus of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, look, if you look at a game like Skyrim, which like everybody's played Skyrim at this point, it can, a combat is a big part of that. Unless you decide it's not. Like if you're one of those folks that says, actually, I'm going to do the alchemy thing, and I just go off and pick flowers and make potions and like live another life in another world this way, then combat isn't part of it. But look, we know in an epic
All right,
RPG,
Rich, sounds good, boss.
there's
Appreciate you.
always bad people.
There's
those
those level 2
shooting at you.
pirates.
Sometimes you got to return fire.
Yes,
and
I'm
there's
saying
a lot
like
of
it's a
fun to
level
be
2
had there.
pirate,
And so,
man. Like let's get further in the
providing a lot
game
of
before we
different
talk shit about
skills
the
that
named
sort of
enemies.
determine how good you are in combat, combined with all the different weapons in the game, and then you layer in ship combat and all of these other things. It starts to sort of paint a picture of just how broad or how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It's going to be so impressive. And you touched on it a little
Cannot
bit, and I
wait
want
for
to talk
that.
about it because this was when I'm watching the video
I'm really
demo.
excited for it that
What
they
I
haven't talked
saw,
about a
and
lot.
it really caught my eyes around the ship.
The Dead
It's not
Space
just
remake.
getting in the ship
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's your ship. There's so
Should be
much
fun
behind it.
for
Can you
us.
So
talk about
much.
it a little bit?
Yeah, like every ship is customizable to the nth degree, and not just like cosmetically. I want my
think
ship
it's
to look
funny
like
they
this
have
or look like that, though
the Dead
obviously
Space
that's
remake
totally a
coming
thing
out.
that you could do if all you
And
care
now they
about
have
is
this game
cosmetics.
called,
But it goes much deeper than that in terms of like what kind of
can't
shields you
remember what it's
have, what
called.
kind of weapons you have, like
Protocols, the
what
something
kind of
protocol.
ship are you building? What do you want it to
like a
be
Dead Space
good at?
remake,
What
or like
trade-offs
a-
are you willing to
Really?
make or not? And
a
then the other
re-envision
part
of
of it
Dead
is, of
Space.
course, well, you can't
Yeah,
just
and even
like
the
it's a
dude who
spaceship.
made
Those
Dead
aren't
Space 1
cheap.
is
So
working
you
on
have
it,
to figure
so
out
it's,
like
like,
how am I
really
going to do
interesting.
this? Where do I get the resources to build this stuff?
coming
What
out at
kind
the
of
same time?
skills do I need to level up to improve different
I
parts
don't know
of
if
my
they're in the
ship
same
beyond
universe or if they're, like,
what
a
I could
totally
do
different
without
No, they're
those
coming
skills.
out
So
at the same time,
there's
you
a lot
said?
of again choices in terms of
I
you
think
get to decide that how much you
Dead
want to
Space remake
put
is
into that
supposed to
or
come out
not. Do you
sometime
just
at
want
the
to
end of
give
this year.
somebody money for the parts that you want? Do you want to build it?
Seems
All of those things
counterproductive.
are sort of part of the fun of
This
deciding
ship building, though,
how
that'd
much
be-
do you want to
this is
interact with this
exciting.
and how do you want to interact with it.
Absolutely.
With
I mean,
Starfield. I hope
just
it's not
as you mentioned,
basic
the
as
scope,
fuck, but
the
because
level
it
of
looks
player
like they just
agency,
have a
something that I
like
feel like is going
you
to
have
make
to unlock
Starfield such a
modules you
special
just throw
experience.
on there.
So between Redfall,
And
ESO,
much
Fallout
like
76,
Halo
and
Infinite,
Starfield,
it's
you
just
are
going to
just
be very,
killing the
very
game.
Yeah, we got a
bare.
few
I
games
feel
coming out.
like.
It's going to be so great.
Hopefully
Pete,
there's
thank
a
you so
lot
much
of
for stopping
shit.
by.
Thanks for having me.
Of course,
Hopefully
Pete. Now,
there's
coming
unlocks
up,
on
we'll
all
hear from our
thousands
friends
of different
around the world,
systems, you
including
know.
Squanch Games, Obsidian Entertainment, Playground Games, and of course, Xbox fans like you. But first, let's hear from the creators of one of the world's most popular Battle Royale games.
God damn it. This isn't Halo.
This game is actually
大家好，我是永劫无间制作人关磊。
We are glad to
首先，
share
感谢
Naraka
微软
Blade
的
Point,
24英寸
a unique online multiplayer action game with players all around the globe. As a NetEase studio, 24 Entertainment is joining hands with Microsoft to bring Naraka Blade Point to consoles for the first time. You could play the game on Xbox Series X and S, as well as
This game
Windows
might be
next
fun.
week. We're also joining Xbox Game Pass, a platform with a huge player base and a vast, bright future. Naraka has been so well received on the PC platform.
What do you think, boys? Should we try this out?
I'm grateful to the players for their love and support.
Oh shit.
As a competitive survival game incorporating a lot of action elements, Naraka features a range of characters with unique personalities. Each hero draws from different civilizations and cultures. Battles
game's already
allow
out on
for a
PC,
great
I think.
degree of strategic play. You've got a wealth of melee
Or it's in
and ranged
beta or
weapons to
whatever it
choose
is.
from, and
Yeah.
a vast map filled with interactive elements to explore.
I figured. That's why I asked if we should check it
Perhaps
out
you'll
or not.
engage your foes in samurai combat, katanas at the ready, or maybe you'll use Persian assassin techniques.
I'm still
and
waiting for
strike from
Uncharted to
afar.
come to PC.
With your grappling hook, you can fly between temple walls and across
Were
bamboo
you,
forests with ease.
Were you an Xbox boy
Beyond
growing
solo
up for the most
endeavors,
part?
you can also partner
Oh,
up with
ever
friends
since the release,
and use
yeah.
group tactics to flatten your
Hell yeah.
foes. That's Naraka's underlying design philosophy.
I was
That
a
you're
PlayStation boy up
unchained
until the
and have the freedom
360.
to choose how you
Oh
play.
yeah. No. The PS2,
Collect
but
soldiers
once the Xbox
change
came
how
out,
you
it was
play.
all Xbox.
Transform your katana strikes and make your cannon a weapon of mass destruction.
Bet third,
Each
3
hero
FC.
can be customized too. Whether you want to rush into battle as a berserker warrior or cast fireballs as a sorcerer, the choice is yours. We can't forget to mention
I
our
was gonna
unique
say, if you've
face
never played
customization
Uncharted,
system too.
it's a phenomenal series.
You'll never need to
Yeah,
worry
I've heard
about
really good
running
things
into a
about it.
doppelganger on the battlefield.
I've heard nothing but good
because
things
you're
about
able
it.
to edit your hero's features to your heart's content. You can even recreate your favorite faces.
That's like God of War.
As
it's
we
like a
approach
signature,
Naraka's
like-
first launch
Yeah.
anniversary, we're introducing a brand new weapon, the Twin Blades, releasing together with the Xbox and Game Pass editions. Twin Blades strike with the speed of a raging tempest and sweeping blows. We've seen similar weapons in other games, but here in Naraka, it comes with a style all its own. Charging up strikes is usually a high-risk, high-reward move. With the Twin Blades, you can charge up while moving and keep your momentum as you unleash a flurry of combos on
Okay,
foes.
okay, Twin Blades.
Since its release, Naraka Blade Point has launched its own faction clash game mode with Omni's Nightmare and the thrilling limited time mode Shadow Surge. There have been many casual modes to play as well.
Do we
but our
know how
community
long this
has
conference
eagerly
is?
asked for a campaign mode. We're always listening to our player base.
Probably 90 minutes.
And we're happy to
if I had to
announce
guess.
that the wait is over. Players will see the first chapter of our campaign mode. Form teams of 3 to take on new enemy types and massive bosses. Disarming a boss won't be as easy as disarming another player though. PvP and
That looks like a
campaign modes
badass.
are two entirely different games. Further campaign chapters are also in the works, so we're eager to hear any feedback you have for us.
So it's like a battle
We are
royale
also
with,
working
like,
on an
extra
Xbox
takes
One
on it.
version.
Yeah.
And hope to see more players join Naraka later this year. Naraka is launching on Xbox Series X and S and Windows Store on June 23rd, and it's included with Game Pass at launch day. Now's your chance to dive into the
I
world
want a
of
release
Naraka
date
Blade
for some
Point.
of these better titles like
快来体验我胜5G 吧。
Redfall and stuff like that. Starfield.
I hate to be a negative Nelly, but it feels like I'm kind of just tired of battle royales, dude. Like, I feel like battle royale is like a phase. and it came
History
and went.
is filled with moments of
Yeah,
greatness.
I can see that for sure.
Some well known,
At least for
some
me, anyway.
lost
like,
to time.
I'm not excited to see.
But
battle
what about
royales.
the
I mean,
history that could have been
Halo,
if
they
you
do
were
battle
its
royale, would be
architect?
sick, but, like,
Yeah, I think if Halo, if certain
How would
people
you
did them,
shape
I think
the
it'd be nice. But at the same time, like
What new stories would you
it
tell?
is definitely the arena shooter of the 2020s for sure.
And when your
I feel
people
like
speak,
games like
would you
H1Z1
listen?
and PUBG, like games that have been around for a long time.
how would you lead them in this
They
new
kind of got
world?
screwed over by Fortnite because like Fortnite became so popular, and then as soon as
But
Fortnite,
I don't know why it's so popular here. I never really got it. I don't think it's that good of a game. Like it's alright, but like
History
it was just
is
the
filled with
popularity of
moments
it,
of
and
greatness.
then now it's like because
But
Fortnite was
these
so popular, everybody's
will be
like, oh, we
yours.
should do a battle royale because Fortnite was so popular, and it's just like not every game is going to be Fortnite, you know?
that is true. That is true.
And
But
whether
if the
you
people
love or
want a Halo Battle Royale, then the people are gonna
I'm
get a Halo
excited to
Battle
welcome
Royale.
our
You know.
friends from Oxide Games
Absolutely.
for a
And
closer look
I'm
at
not
their
gonna-
historical
I'm not
grand
gonna knock that
strategy
at
game
all.
for PC called
I'm just
Ara
saying in my
History
like,
Untold.
my mentality.
Dan,
it's
Michelle,
like,
thank you two for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And on behalf of the entire studio, we are really excited
Yeah,
to be here and
I'll
finally
get
able to
real.
talk about Ara.
Let's
I
get
mean,
off
we
that
all are
bandwagon.
excited
It'd
too.
be
You
cool
just
if the
had
channel
the
wanted to
world
see
premiere
other
2
shit
days
than
ago
just
for
that.
Ara.
It
And
definitely
I have
opened
to
up what
say,
we can
I'm
play.
a really big
can
history fan.
play
I
a
love me
lot
some
more.
history, so I've been looking forward to talking to you two about
wow.
this. Now, we all know this is not your first strategy game, but the vision behind Ara is so ambitious. So tell
I
us
do
more
like strategy
about it. And also
games,
for those who
but
are new to Oxide
not
Games, we'd
something
love
that's
to hear more about
probably
the studio as well.
enjoyable
So,
to watch at
Oxide
all.
Games was founded 9.5 years ago in my basement, actually, from the development leads of Civilization V. And our goal is to push strategy games to the next level.
And what's really great about working
He
on a new
said
IP
that
is that you don't
38
have kind of
times
these
in front of the
previous
mirror.
expectations that a sequel would have. And so the sky really was the limit, and we got to really take the genre to a new space. And we really hope that not only will fans of strategy games like this, but
Unique
people who've never played a
gameplay,
strategy
unlike
game
any
before will
other.
find something
Yeah,
they
it's
love as
just
well.
even the
You're
jokes.
actually taking it to the next level. I think I saw like a drone was in like the 18th century or something like that. It's very, very
I hate
fascinating.
cringy shit,
And
dude.
I think that like if you're someone who really
I
enjoys
feel it
history,
in
it's
my
bringing like
bones so
all
hard.
the worlds together, all the periods of time together, and that's a grand vision in itself. So how does the vision of Ara impact the player experience within the game?
So one of the kind of big things we wanted to do with Ara was really explore how to make the game less about finding that optimal strategy, that optimal path, and really bring in ways to make it more meaningful to the player, make it unique to themselves. So what are different kinds of choices we can bring to the player so that when you play, it's different than when I play, and yet we can both be competitive together? How can we do things to really impact agency and expression and really let you express your values and your play styles through the different mechanics in the product?
I like what
and
she's
Dan,
saying.
what about you? How does the vision
That's a
impact
nice
the
take
overall
on a
experience?
strategy game.
So one of the big things that we've been working on is what we call the living world. We wanted the expression of the game to manifest itself in a way that
Yeah,
was
you can tell she's
authentic
very
and cool. So we spent a
creatively, she
lot of
kills
effort
it.
on making sure that the choices that you
Oh,
make
we need to come up
are
with a
expressed
new idea
in a
no one's
visual
ever
way.
thought of.
And so
Call
you're going to
that lady.
see your citizens doing things that reflect the choices that you've made. And this is actually really challenging. So one
It's
of the,
kinda
the
interesting
goals
game,
when
if I'm
we
being
founded
honest,
Oxide
boys.
was to not have to tell the designers, no, you can't do that thing. And so the game is obviously huge. It's just massive.
Kinda reminds
And
me of,
so
like,
it's a
Civ,
very
but,
large
like, on another
technological
level.
constraint from doing something like that. But we have our own proprietary engine that allows us to really
Agreed.
bring this alternate Earth to life.
I think that's the beauty, right? Because in history, the great thing about learning history is that you learn about culture, you learn about stories, you learn about things that
Everything
are
about
probably
her
brand new to
matches.
your eyes. But the way that
Everything.
Ara helps
Like
you
her hair and her
remix,
outfit.
reimagine,
Everything.
and
Her
rewrite
earrings,
history
the
is a beautiful
stitches,
sight
the
to see.
pens.
And I'm excited to get my
Like,
hands on it, and I'm sure everyone else
Even
is watching.
her nails
So
that aren't
let
a
us
certain
know,
color
where can you learn
literally
more about it,
match,
and
like kind of her
when
right around
can
her
we get our
eyes
hands on
perfectly.
it? Because I need it today.
Like everything,
So if you head
even
over
the
to
little
the
purple
website,
on
you
her
can
dress
sign up for
matches
the
the
Insider
purple, or
program,
her shirt matches the
which will give
purple
you
on
a
her head.
chance
Like everything
to join the
about
technical
that was
alpha and
perfectly,
play the game later this
perfectly
summer,
done.
which is super exciting because we've been playing it, all the time, and so now you have a chance to play.
Dan, Michelle, thank you two
See what I'm
so much
saying?
for giving us
Everything.
the lowdown on
Yeah.
Ara. Really
It is
appreciate
perfect.
it.
Like
Thanks for having
I
us.
don't think I've ever seen
Grounded
anybody
is finally
nail
leaving early access and moving
matching
into
more
full
often.
release
And then you got
with
the
a
blue
highly
for the blue
anticipated
jeans, the blue
story
pen
mode.
on the left side.
Here's Adam Brennicky and Eric
Got the blue jeans.
Dorabella from
Just the blue on
Obsidian
blue to connect it.
Entertainment to tell
I
us
mean, just
more.
incredible. Just an incredible performance by you, lady. That's how you match, boys. We could probably all learn
What
something
can
here.
players expect from the 1.0 launch of Grounded?
The big one, of course, is going to be a complete game, and that means story, right? From beginning to end, you can play through, why are you here? Who put you here?
Yeah, exactly.
And how are you going to get home? And I think those are like the big questions that people are asking about Grounded. Originally, we really just wanted to make a survival game, and one of the jokes was, "Hey, what if we did backyard survival?" Everyone was like, "Yeah, that's a very unusual idea," but I think there's something there.
Those freaking dude. I'm
One
not
of the
gonna
things
lie.
that we did early
My
on
first
was
playthrough of
establish
that
the
game, I
art
was
style of
terrified.
Grounded.
When I
Things
saw the
started
giant
like coming
spider
to
coming at
life
me, I
as
was
we
screaming.
did the
I'm
initial prototypes,
terrified of those
and like
things.
seeing some of the cool things, like the first time we added like the spider into the yard,
yeah.
seeing the reactions of people in the office, like even like jump scares, like people screaming.
Yep, that's me. We literally just talked about that.
Look at that, dude.
The team is very small. It's the smallest team I've ever worked on at Obsidian. I wanted everyone to be able to participate on the design side of things. So I said everyone is a designer on the team. And I think that extends into our community and how we're building the game in game preview and early access.
That's probably one of the big successes of the game is how close we work with the community and take all their feedback and suggestions. I think it's super rad.
For a game developer too, that is a huge thing, just to get people's feedback constantly.
Wow, a game developer that listens to the community and takes their suggestions, and the game gets much better. And they've never lost their player base, really? Fucking shocking how that works.
There's a lot of surprises. There's a lot of, you know, things
incredible that you think you saying you just made very small improvements consistently by listening to what your community had to say.
Players' reactions.
No.
I know a lot of players are just waiting
that's not a formula that'll work, will it?
To finally jump into the game. People who play the game previously are also like holding out for more content. I think it's just going to pull a lot of people back in and gain a lot of new players.
No, you did not.
Trying to just get extra money out of you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We have the Broodmother from last year. It was like our first big boss, and then we came out with a bunch of mini bosses like Termite King, and the Assistant Manager. But in this trailer, we're showing players the Mantis. What can they expect from this?
Chat, do you want to see Nomad or not?
Fucking Nomad.
Sky.
It's been a big ask from players.
You want to see watch me become a little person and try to escape?
They've been asking for this for a long time.
I can't think of the name just out of nowhere. Grounded. Thank you.
You know, the Mantis is just a little tease of one of the new boss fights, but there's more to come, right? Like
since this is becoming a full game, maybe we can
for the full release.
A full effort into it. My hair
there's
is
a lot
getting
more secrets
on my nerves
and other
right
things
now.
to uncover.
You don't even want to know, brother.
When we reached 5 million players, that was already super crazy. And then I hit the next milestone of 10 million players still being Xbox.
Doubling it, right?
Yeah, in Xbox Game Preview Early Access.
That just goes to show that we have a
would it take over
fantastic
the
game.
channel?
Everyone's just so surprised.
No, and I think
like
I think
how
3 see, I think at this point with how many different games are coming out, I think we have a, as a channel have to make a kind of decision, excuse me, on if they're essentially going to turn into a variety gamer, if you will, really just focus on the live stream aspect of it, and release videos focused on the fact that we're live streaming this shit.
Ever. Yeah.
Because if we're playing 4 or 5 different games, then we're not going to be able to follow the news of 4 or 5 different games. I'll probably die and be single about that quickly. So I think if we want to play a lot of these games, which we want to play a lot of these games, I think we might need to focus on the gameplay-esque of it. And if people want news, go somewhere else. This is where you come for gameplay. You can come for gameplay here, boys.
I think that's where I'm at with mine too. And I openly am okay with being a variety streamer.
York! Hey, Paris, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
But it's also if the channel wants it, Like, I would like it, I wouldn't be against it. And if we got to the point where I got monetized and was able to earn like super chats or be able to have an ad read or 2
it's still secret
during the stream or whatever, you know what I mean, to pay for it, then I wouldn't have to focus on spending so much time making videos. It's just making the stream better. It's just ideas for the stream, making it obviously like I don't know, there's a lot more you can do if you don't make videos. Editing takes time. Coming up with videos takes time. And if we just disrespect it essentially and just focus on playing games and having fun doing it, I think it'll be a slower growth.
Hello, Paris. I would like
but
to
a
introduce
more fun
Nick
one.
Partridge from the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum.
Thank you for having me. But this makes a lot of sense.
Joe, talk for a bit. I'm gonna go make some oatmeal while this goes on. I don't care about this. If I'm being honest with you, can you do my what do you want to call it for me?
So let's talk
my
about
fair
the
use, if you
collaboration. Tell
will.
me more about that.
Well, Jorg and I have been talking for more
back.
than a year. He was looking for me, and it turns out I was looking for him to ask the same question, which was, don't you think that our organizations have a lot in common, dedicated to bringing flight to everyone? And
I was looking for the Spirit of St. Louis, which is in the Smithsonian ever since 1928. And the Smithsonian was gracious enough. They gave us a millimeter perfect scan, which is what we'll feature in the 40th anniversary edition. But as Nick and I kept talking, it was very clear, you know, the world's foremost museum for air and space, the Smithsonian, and Microsoft celebrating its 40th anniversary. It's a match made in heaven, and there's lots of things we can do.
Yeah, authenticity, accuracy, access, it's all there. We're hoping that if everyone has as much fun in the community with the content that we initially collaborated on, a couple of our most historic aircraft, and some of the other aircraft in this center are already in the simulator, maybe we can jump in with both feet and do more in the years to come. Maybe even, who knows, we'll go crazy. We'll put the space shuttle in there.
Get the geography right. So.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Like we were talking about
you guys have never been here before. No, this is my first time. So keep your eyes peeled, stick together, and Jorg, I've got something special for you right around here.
Perfect. Check this out. This is my favorite plane, the Junkers Ju-52 3-motor. Amazing.
And that is an awesome plane. And as I look at all these planes around here, it makes me ask the question, are you going to put all of them in flight sim?
Maybe not all of them, but we hope a lot of them. In the 40th anniversary that comes out this fall, we already have 3. Cool. We have the Wright Flyer, the Spirit of St. Louis, and the DC-3. And we hope to get a few more. As Nick and I were talking, there's a lot of things we could do.
Yeah, we started with the most iconic ones, and who knows? There's no lack of opportunity.
You know, I keep saying amazing because this place is amazing, and just like Flight Sim, it just keeps going. So what else is happening?
It does seem like we're going supersonic, like the Concorde here. We've been doing a major update ever since we launched, every month since August 2020. And just today, we're actually launching World Update 10. And guess what?
Tell me.
It's the United States. And it's huge. We have 12 cities, a new height field, brand new aerials, new missions, new airports, new everything. And as always, it's free. And
awesome.
Check out this beauty.
Awesome.
This is the Beechcraft Model 18. They call it the Twin Beach.
Babysit my stream.
It's
essentially what I did. I appreciate
It's
you,
actually
boss.
a huge coincidence. Jorg's been working on that Beechcraft since before we met, but it's a great example of how much we already have.
So they were just showing off some of the new planes that you
what
can
can we
fly in the
expect the rest
game,
of the
and
year
it's
from
like
Flight
very
Sim?
old
We have
school
a
and
ton of
retro
great things
planes,
coming
and
up.
they were
So
just showing
today
them off
is
in
World
real life
Update
and
10.
showing them
We have
off
2
in
more
the
World
game.
Updates, one in August
And then,
and one in October.
They
And then
basically
in
said
November,
that
we have
there's
the
a new
big
DLC
40th
coming
anniversary
up,
edition,
and I don't
which
know
will
if
be
it's
an
free or
absolute
what,
delight
but,
for
they're adding
anyone
the
who
United
loves
States
aviation.
to the
Okay,
game.
that
I
40th
didn't know that it
anniversary
wasn't
edition.
already
Tell
in the
me more
game,
about
but,
that.
like,
Yeah, so we're celebrating by
can
bringing
fly
back
around
some
the
of
United
the
States,
planes
and
from the
there's a
old
bunch of
Sims,
new-
like from Flight Sim
new
10,
unique
9, 8,
areas.
even before that.
That's
and we're
badass.
restoring some of the old missions, and we're bringing
Eventually,
back some of
Flight
the
Simulator will
airports
have
that were
the
in
whole
those
world,
editions.
which
So
will
it's a
be
real
insane, I think.
celebration
I
of
thought
the
it already
franchise.
did.
So
but-
this celebration is not only of the franchise, but the past as well.
And
Well, I'm
we're
sure it
also
doesn't have
adding
North
brand new
Korea.
things on top of it, like that the community really wanted. For example, helicopters. Sobo wrote a brand new fluid dynamic system to make all that work. And then we're adding gliders, which is a completely different way to experience the planet. It's just you and the wind. And then the last one is we're bringing, that's the biggest deal for simmers, a brand new real-to-life airliner, the A310 from Airbus, by a brand new partner called Inibuilds, a great development team. In fact,
Remember,
of the
this
10
is all-
planes
we're only
we're bringing,
this is
most of them are
1080p
created
too.
in collaboration with third parties. So it's a really cool way for us to integrate with the creator community.
Now, how do I get this?
If you're on Game Pass, if you already own Flight Sim, the 40th anniversary edition is a free upgrade.
This has just been an incredible experience, seeing all these planes and going through the history and everything that's coming to Flight Simulator. I mean, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to DC. Paris, thank you, Nick, for the great collaboration with the Smithsonian and for kicking off the 40th anniversary edition of Flight Sim. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Chat, in my opinion, if you have a PC, it's worth it to pay the extra $5 a month, honestly. Game Pass Ultimate versus the regular Game Pass.
Today was a good day.
And Game Pass is like 10.
But now, I have a need for speed. I'm headed to the danger zone, baby.
Oh, he's doing the Top Gun. I heard that movie was phenomenal. Oh.
I did as well.
Estamos aquí para disfrutar del mejor día de mi
Hey,
vida.
babe.
Día
Thanks
de
for the
Xbox,
cereal.
estoy
Sorry,
muy
send me your
emocionado.
cereal. Love you.
I came in Madrid just yesterday to be here in Fantasy.
She's not watching this.
And I'm so excited. Estamos aquí en Madrid para ver nuevos juegos como Starfield, que yo personalmente le tengo muchísimas ganas.
Me ha encantado y no me lo podía perder. Este es un evento único.
If you show me any more Halo without announcing anything for Halo Infinite,
why gaming?
I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm gonna start getting really upset, man.
Me ofrecen algo que
How
no
many times
encuentro.
have we seen something? You know, this stream. I have milk in my beard.
As an Xbox fan, I am extremely disappointed. I have not seen at least a tease for Gear 6 at all.
Just the passion that
I'm
people have.
supremely upset.
I feel
That's
very
somebody
welcome.
who's put 700 hours into Halo Infinite. I am very upset. Well, I've not seen anything for that in the past 2 hours of releases for this shit.
Hey, we're just
Hey.
a snippet of Squanch Games, and we're here to talk about High on Life, our new action-adventure, comedy, Metroidvania, first-person shooter that is
Give it to
nothing
us.
at all. A little bit like Microsoft Excel.
All right, you're a bounty hunter now. You gotta help me rescue my friends. They're Gatlians, just like me.
There's the needle gun. That's Halo Infinite. Here's your Halo Infinite news right there.
That's our game, High on Life. Pretty insane. There's a lot to talk about.
Let's
It
dive
kind of
in.
looks like it's a platformer.
So Justin, you're
the
typically
way that
known
they're
for working in
showing it
animation.
off.
What brings you into the
I don't
world of
think
games?
so.
Shot that
Why
disc-
are
he
you in
shot
the world of
that
games?
disc at the wall and then he
I'm
used the
obsessed
harpoon
with
to climb up.
games.
Like,
Have been my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Always had
Platforming
ideas,
mechanics
always
there.
had, you know, things I would love to make, but just never thought I could ever step into that arena because I lack all the skills needed.
You don't know how games work.
Other than like creative direction, creative ideas, like other than that, I lack all the skills to execute.
But that's why, like, that's part of why you want to start Squanch, right? Is like to be able to have an idea like that and let it grow to something amazing.
And to be able to
Not
be
be-
creatively
Yeah.
free. I wanted to make games that I wanted to play. And that was sort of the spark that just lit the fire of Squanch Games. And then we shipped Trover and we shipped
Okay.
Accounting Plus, and now we're on this absolutely dream game. This is like our real legit swing at like a proper, you know, like we're indie, but like this is like our AAA, like,
Yeah.
or is it triple I for indie?
We're triple I.
Yeah. This is a triple I game.
So the story of our game mostly follows like Earth being invaded by this evil criminal cartel of aliens who come in and kidnap humans and start selling them on the black market like they're drugs. And you're the one human who has to team up with a talking gun and stop them.
And when you select a cartel
Oh,
leader
so it's
that
the
you're
same
gonna go
gun
after,
over and over?
like
It just changes?
it opens the portal door
Which
to
sounds like
that
a-
world that they're in.
they're kidnapping
Eric,
humans to smoke
can you
them
tell
out
us
of
a little
bomb?
bit about the worlds of the game, the art
That
style,
sounds about
the
right.
visuals?
That sounds like
yeah.
something
So
someone
we
would do
spent a
to
lot of time
humans.
kind of constructing and creating these awesome alien
We
worlds.
probably deserved it.
Myself and Mikey Spano, who is our art director, him and I worked like a ton on the sort of art direction of the game.
guess
He
that's
really
why
kind
they
of
call it
landed in this
High on
space,
Life.
which was kind of Blade Runner meets the Muppets.
Makes sense.
So we're trying to capture that feeling with all of our characters.
Blade
especially our
Runner
aliens.
meets the Muppets.
And then each world is its own kind of unique flavor, right? I think some of the ideas came from very kind of core thoughts. Like we want to have an awesome alien, like drug-dense spa on an asteroid. And yeah, what makes me really excited is the sort of really clear and like it's almost deceivingly simple narrative, right?
Save the Earth, humans or drugs, talking guns. Ta-da.
So Alec, who are the guns? What's their deal?
The guns are these talking alien Gatlians. They're all shaped somewhat like a gun you'd find on Earth, but they've evolved to be just gun-like in their own way. And so this race of Gatlians each has their own unique personality, their unique set of abilities, and you're going to be rescuing them from this evil alien cartel, and together, you got to stop the bad guys.
And get more Gatlians.
Yeah, collect more Gatlians.
Yeah, a lot of players are gonna have very different experiences depending on what gun they favor.
Yeah, you kind of pick your favorite companion to have out a lot and hear their dialogue, be part of different dialogue scenes and
That's
stuff.
unique.
Yeah.
Look at us, blasting away!
And sometimes you can unlock the guns in a different order than another player has. So
That's
when you
right.
go back through a level, you'll see things that you would have been able to access if you'd done it in the other order.
That's
and you can
so
come back.
That's a
Yeah.
huge one.
All right, so we've talked about this crazy
That's
good
pretty
game
cool.
that sounds amazing.
I
Why
enjoy
should
the
people be excited
talking
to play?
guns.
As a studio, we are attempting to bring A-level adult comedy into video games.
Something I love about Squanch is we would
What
put
do
a
you
lot
guys
of
think of
effort
Squanch
into
gaming
things that a
here,
lot of other
boys?
studios wouldn't even bother with. Like a single
try
small
this
joke
out,
that
we
5
wait
players
for
might
it.
find.
Oh, we just straight up passing it.
Well, now I can.
I love that stuff. I love like edge casing and like
It's what makes you remember a game.
yeah, like if a player's trying to break the game in a certain way and then you have an answer for that for them, that is like such a memorable and amazing moment. It's almost like watching TV, but the viewer is able to reach into the TV and poke a thing, and the character has to respond to that. And there's so much fun to be had.
It's definitely different for
You can
UFC.
skip it all. We worked really hard on it. If you want to skip it.
Yeah, if you want to just like miss out on like, you know,
Yeah,
some
if you're
of
like
the
a big
coolest...
dummy and you don't want to play the game at all, that's fine. We're not going to judge you. We're just going to be upset.
Were they talking shit to us just now? That looked like a direct response to our conversation me and Freak FC were having. I'd pass it. Oh, I mean, we're not, you know. You go on, pass it. What? How'd you know I just said that, sir? No, I can't let you leave.
Is this Ash versus the Evil Dead? What is this?
I don't think so. It's just another new horror game. I don't know if that chainsaw was attached. Looks like he's holding it like a normal ass chainsaw. Yeah. Yeah, like Vale, I agree. As I said, not wearing my contacts were a problem. What? That one?
Did they show that one yesterday?
What's it called?
That Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Thing?
Pentiment is a narrative adventure game set in 16th century Bavaria, which is part of the Holy Roman Empire. You play a character named Andreas Mahler, who is an artist working at a Benedictine
So there's a second
abbey.
game that we've never...
He gets involved in a series of murders and scandals and tries to unravel them over a period of about 25 years.
Come on, 343,
The name
surprise us.
Pentiment
Not wearing contacts today
is
was a problem.
specifically referring to
Probably
paintings
what
in
they
which
said.
there's an
Somebody
older painting
new pops in
underneath the
chat.
painting
I'm
that you
just
see
like,
on the top. And if you scrape away the top layer, you see
What?
what is left behind. This has a bunch of significance. Obviously, you're playing a painter, but also it has a lot of significance to the idea
Squanch
of
games,
history
I
kind of
think,
being
first,
covered
like
and
you said,
uncovered
big title
over
like
time.
this. So most people's first big title, even
When I
if
saw
it's good, it's very
narrative-driven
bare.
games with really
you
distinct
know.
art styles. I was inspired to make a historical game.
We'll see some
focused
reviews.
on the
See how
unique
people
art
like it.
style
Maybe
of the early
maybe it
modern
blows
period
everybody out of the
That
water.
was really driven by the relationships between characters and the stories that played out
Rick
over
and
time.
Morty VR.
Hannah
I
Kennedy
haven't
was
played
really
VR,
integral
even
to
checked it out
defining the
yet.
art style of Pentiment, especially blending the late medieval
Rick and Morty
illuminated
VR is pretty
manuscripts
good.
with the early modern woodcuts.
Yeah, so there's a lot of major
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pass on
solve
this
and kind
one.
of
I
marry
think.
between wanting this to be
I think, you know, like,
true
just
to
gotta-
the history,
it's
true
just-
to the feel of the source material that we were referencing as far as the narrative, but also thinking about the types of games that were like what we imagined we wanted as far as a gameplay experience.
From the beginning,
Like
I
we
knew that I
imagined
wanted to
that we
portray
wanted from a gameplay
community that
experience.
changed over time, which meant that characters are changing over time. That's
That guy
really
looked like
the
he was
focus of
having a blast.
everything.
Did you see that?
The buildings
yeah.
do change, but really
He was
it's the characters
staring at
where
the
you see
screen,
all
pushing
the crazy
X.
stuff
Yeah,
happening.
this looks like I think I'm gonna pass on this one. And furthermore, I don't think this development team's gonna talk shit about
Baby's
that.
all grown up.
You know, I think they'll just be like, oh no, that's okay. You don't have to. That lady looks exactly
I
like
think
the
the
lady
16th
that developed
century
the
has
game
always been
too.
really interesting to me because it was a time of such
Which
social
is
upheaval
exactly what
in
I do.
Europe.
So I can't be mad at her.
I think when we look
That is a
at
hard pass,
social
boys.
change in the past, it seems like it's a thing that always happens outside of our time.
Oh, there's that.
But
Yeah,
right
here it
now,
is.
I
A
think
rather
we're maybe more
dramatic
aware
or
of
a rather
than ever that social
dramatic
change is
headroom.
happening constantly, and people are
Oh
always
my
struggling with
God.
it. It's always a
The
difficult
most
process.
ridiculous dialogue.
And so I hope that by looking at people from the past, we can see that even though the setting might be different and
Dramatic
the specific issues
headrooms.
might be different, ultimately we always struggle with social change.
Hey, so does America. So, don't beat yourself up.
He's putting on his bandana.
All right, let's do crime.
This is such a bad idea.
All you had to do was keep your mouth shut.
I'm gonna override this.
Is your life mission to cause harm?
Yeah. This is my favorite shot of the whole game. This one.
With As Dusk Falls, what we're trying to do is to make a brilliant interactive experience for anyone who loves brilliant storytelling. So people who enjoy films,
I
people
answered
who
that one
enjoy
for you,
TV
boys.
series.
I don't even need
it's
to.
also
I
a
don't think I
social
need to.
experience.
Need to
and
ask.
about sharing these stories with the people you love.
I think we should stick to the plan.
Yeah, stick to the plan.
Do you notice that they use as many
inspiration
different
from
input
TV
as they
shows
could to
versus
show you?
shows
One had a
like,
phone,
you know,
one had a
Breaking Bad,
PlayStation controller, one had an
Fargo,
Xbox
I really
controller.
love Dog Day Afternoon. It's such a wonderful setup.
You try that again, and every last one of them leaves in a body bag.
When you write for interactive stories, it's all about the stakes. You want big choices,
Hard
the tentpole
pass, yeah.
ones that
I
everyone
love how they
will
try to sell
remember
this
from the
game as
chapter
like
they
4
played.
people sitting
But
on a couch
also you
playing this
weave in
together.
the
They would
smaller
never
stakes,
play
the
this
drama
together.
bit,
That
like
is
the
like
relationships. Are you
No.
gonna
A
stay
game like
married?
this, they would
When
not
you
play
lost
on
your
a
job.
couch together, I don't think.
This wall went up. And I
Yo, what's up,
missed
Joe?
you, okay?
The game
Anyone
deals
hear
with
me?
very mature themes
yeah.
that you don't normally
Yeah.
find in a video game. It really gives
I gotta
you
change my
agency
settings
over
here, sorry
characters
about
that are relatable, that are familiar to you. It's like an interactive story, but with the power of video game behind it.
I only gotta yell and my brothers will come.
Now hold your horses, young man.
What?
I think you should at least listen to what I have to say.
In the first book, it's mainly structured around a hostage situation in a motel in the middle of the desert in Arizona, so it's a pressure cooker.
You want your wife to live? Answer and do exactly what I say.
Book 2 takes another approach entirely, and it's a chase across multiple states in the US.
There's nowhere else to run.
As Dusk Falls is an interactive show, but the important part here is the word interactive.
That's that harder
The
than the
players are
crust of
very
the
much
earth.
needed to help the character
Oh,
on
that's
the
funny.
journey
Dude,
and
this is
decide
just
what's gonna
not
happen
exciting
to
to
them,
me in
help
any
them
way, shape, or
grow and
form.
change.
It's not like there's one golden path. There's so many different ways through
Kinda
the
just
story.
reminds me of like
Can
Life
play
is
it,
Strange
and then you
or
get
like
to
any
like
of those
different
other type
story
of,
and different ending, and you feel
But
like
even like
you're
not
actually
even
achieving
not even a
something
good version of that
and
though.
shaping
I
the
guess I feel
story
like it's
and
gonna
also
be.
the character.
Some of your true
I don't know.
self comes out into that
It just
thinking.
misses me so hard with how it looks.
And at the end of the
I
game,
mean,
when
this
you
is
play, you tell you about
2022,
your place
2023,
and
you're
it
gonna use
reveals
still
something
picture
about the
art for a
player
video game.
themselves,
Like
their
that's
values and the way they interact with
that's
the others
just
that
not
they
even
played with.
trying. You know what I mean?
I think for me, one of the really important things was that this
Not
art
how
style
it
could tell
looks.
lots of different types of stories. We want to take really beautiful sort of
Like how- look
subtle
at the
facial
head. The head always
performances,
seems
really
so
strong dramatic moments and just really
off
represent
the
that
body.
such that every frame is a painting.
It's a single player and multiplayer experience, so 1 to 8 players.
Because we wanted to draw in people who weren't necessarily gamers. Gamers are going to love this game as well because it's a very mature,
No.
in-depth
We're
story.
watching. We're doing a showcase right
But
now.
this game really taps into your life skills rather
hit
than
Joe
your
up if
gamer
you wanted to
skills.
Halo.
Puts everyone on a level playing field. You did well there. That is a ferocious job.
I did it.
I'm in the game, but I'm just
You
like
share the same character,
watching
you
this
discuss, you
more or
make
less in
decisions, and
background.
majority wins. It's like each player
can join me if
is
you want.
like a voice in the character head.
Are you taking the money this time?
I am definitely.
All right, if you guys are gonna do that, and yours go.
It's been a massive
Yeah, I was about
journey,
to say, I'll switch
and
out.
Appreciate
I
it.
can't believe we're just like so close,
We'll go to
touching
mine.
distance to this game. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it when it's done.
Yeah, that's a pass, boys. That is a pass.
Let's check out what mysteries, adventures, and, of course, slimes are waiting for us in the new vibrant world of Slime Rancher 2.
Sorry about that, y'all. see, I think Slime Rancher is gonna be another. I don't want to put words into your guys' mouths, but probably gonna be a pass for us. I just don't know if we are gonna be ranching, if it'll be ranching slime. You know what I mean? I mean, you missed like 3 of them there just now. I mean, it would be a relaxing game, that's for sure. You know what I mean? A more just chatty game. But I don't think you're gonna be very interested in that for more than about 20 to 30 minutes. What's all on this nook and cranny? Is there a boss fight in here, or what is this? Oh God. Hard no from you. Oh no, those were angry blobs. How are you a true slime rancher if you go back to your ranch and it's just a blatant mess? Like, if you're a true slime rancher, then you shouldn't be a slime rancher if that's how your ranch looks, period. Next game.
Time to get going. First trip in a while. Put this in here. Australia.
It's a fake last name.
I need a passport. Where's my passport? Passport. No.
I hate this.
Right.
I hate this.
Where's my Uber? Alright, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. I don't know. Halo Infinite's population is tiny right now.
So great to be here in person. Get ready for the showcase.
You get ready for the show. You get ready for this. You get ready for the showcase. I mean, are they just showing us clips of another showcase during an extended showcase? Like, this is clearly just wasting showcase fucking time. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't want to see another showcase during a showcase. Do the showcase thing. Like, this isn't about the games you announce. This isn't about the developers. This is about nothing. Thank you. Hey, let's do it behind the scenes of that. Thank
excited
you.
to tell you all about Forza Horizon 5 Hot
me,
Wheels, the
sideways.
first expansion
What are we
for Forza
doing?
Horizon 5. So, Mike, let's start with why the team decided to bring Hot Wheels to Forza Horizon 5's Mexico.
Our fans have been telling us for years about how much they loved Forza Horizon 3's Hot Wheels expansion. So we've been waiting for the right time to bring everyone another Hot Wheels adventure. Forza Horizon 5 presented the perfect opportunity to bring Hot Wheels to life like never before with the power of the Xbox Series X and S.
It really does sound like the perfect time for Forza Horizon and Hot Wheels, so I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit more about what to expect being in the clouds of Mexico this time.
Yes, you travel to the clouds above Mexico to visit the Hot Wheels Park, which is comprised of over 200 kilometers of the fastest, most extreme tracks yet. Once there, you'll join the Hot Wheels Academy and set out to take on Forza Horizon's most extreme racing yet and prove yourself a Hot Wheels legend.
Let's go.
As well as the iconic orange Hot Wheels track, you'll take on new driving experiences across gravity-defying magnet tracks, as well as ice, water flume, and rumble tracks.
So we spoke loads about biomes in the build-up to Forza Horizon 5's launch. Are we expecting something similar in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as well?
Yes, so we're truly going to see the power of the Xbox Series X and S when we look at Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels' all-new biomes. The amount of detail and diversity that we can pack into the
I'm
four
still
new
holding
biomes
out for
is
Halo at some
breathtaking.
point.
We have the rugged
We won't
Giant's
have it,
Canyon,
but
where
I'm
you'll
still
hear the
holding
growl of your engine bouncing back off the intricately detailed rock formations. The Ice Cauldron, where frozen tundra drips into the glistening molten lava. In Forest Falls, you'll see a tree canopy towering over epic waterfalls. And finally, the visually stunning and exhilarating Horizon Nexus, where the Horizon Festival is suspended among a web of Hot Wheels tracks. And there's more, because new players can jump into Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as early as possible during the main game's initial experience.
And how are people going to be able to use Event Lab in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels?
So in Event
We don't
Lab,
have Forza,
you'll
we'd
have
have
the
to grind
freedom
up that
to
shit.
design, build, and share using the new Hot Wheels Creation Kit. That's over 80 new track and stunt pieces that instantly snap together thanks to our new building tools. You can then share your creations with the entire community for players to discover and play. We are anticipating our community building an ever-evolving catalogue of new player-created Hot Wheels events that everyone will enjoy.
They all sound absolutely incredible, Mike, but I'm going to ask you the most important question in the room. Can you tell me a bit more about the cars?
Yes. So we have 10 new amazing cars coming to the pack, including 4 new Hot Wheels cars, which have been scaled up to real-life proportions. We have the Diora 2, the Bad to the Blade, the Baja Bone Shaker, and the Chevrolet Hot Wheels Copo Camaro. Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels introduces the most extreme tracks we've seen yet in Forza. So we've added some new extreme track toys and hypercars to go with them.
That's that.
I want to call out the Hennessy Venom F5 and the Mosler MT900 GT3. Their speed is unlike anything we've seen before.
So we know Forza Horizon 5 fans naturally love co-op, so how is that continuing in Hot Wheels?
So, in a first for Forza, you can join up with your friends and play from the very start of the experience in co-op. You and your friends will then take on a new campaign, moving your way up through faster and faster car classes until you unlock the extreme speed of X-Class and become a Hot Wheels legend. You can also choose to take on the world in Horizon Open or team up with your friends to take on a team of drivatars in the Horizon Tour.
Ooh, I absolutely love that. Final question now, though. When can we expect to play?
Yes, so Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels releases on July 19th on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows PC, and Steam.
Mike, thank you so much for joining me. This has been so much fun, and I cannot wait to play.
So Forza Fridays? What are we thinking? How to get that date down this time? Didn't want to miss it. What is this? This is weird ass. Oh, the Minecraft Legends. Later, FC. Appreciate you, boss. Oh yeah, Fall Guys. Halo's coming to Fall Guys apparently. I don't know if you guys heard that. I mean, again, if you guys just keep on showing us different Halo things and not
now
a single actual Halo shit,
unintended, of course. Minecraft Legends is the action strategy take
It's
on the
gonna hurt my
franchise you never knew
feelings.
you needed.
You know
I'm
what
here
I
with
mean?
Dennis Rees from Mojang Studios, who has just released the world premiere trailer of Minecraft Legends. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Malik.
So happy to have you. I mean, this is a really exciting time for the team. Let's talk Minecraft as a whole, though. That game, I have nothing to back this up, but I feel like everyone on the planet's played Minecraft at this point. But that wasn't enough for you all. You all went and made Minecraft Dungeons, and now we're moving on to the recently revealed Minecraft Legends. So one, tell me a little bit
What do you
about
think,
what
boys?
it means for the team
What do
to
you think of
actually be able
Legends?
to reveal the game. And then two, just let us know what Minecraft Legends is.
Well, we are so excited to finally be able to talk about this game with the world. We've been working on this game for some time now. Minecraft Legends is an action strategy game. Is set in the Minecraft universe. And
Minecraft
in
with an
order to
army,
build
boys.
this, we really wanted to partner with a great company that understands strategy games. And so that's when we reached out with Blackbird Interactive. And in doing so, we were able to create an experience that is welcoming for people who may have not played Minecraft, but also people who have. And I mean, you've seen the trailer. It's about going and traveling through these beautiful biomes,
It looks pretty good,
exploring
honestly,
this
especially
world
for
that is
Minecraft. I mean,
familiar
that's
yet
beautiful
still
looking.
mysterious. And so as you
Can't
explore
hate
these
on
lush
it.
biomes, you collect resources, and then you use those resources to build defenses from these dangerous but very cute piglins. And in those defensive, you're
Thing's
able
not
to
cute as all.
fight
Like, that
them
thing's
back
ugly
and
as
send them
shit.
back to where they come from. And you know what? You're going to probably want to build some alliances with some unexpected friends because they're going to help you actually defeat the piglins and send them back to where they come from.
I'm looking forward to it, and I love what you said about trying to make a game that's both for fans of Minecraft that exist and new fans coming in. Minecraft can go in so many different directions. I feel like
If only
with a
the Halo
new
TV
game.
series did that.
What made you choose action strategy?
Well, really, it was many years ago, as a group of folks at Mojang sitting around talking about what game genres they really enjoy. And action and strategy were the most popular ones that came up. And so we started to think about who we could partner with to build that experience. And that's where we came into Blackbird Interactive. And that was back in 2018. And, the project was codenamed Badger. And an interesting little fact for many of those people that might follow Minecraft, if you go back to Minecon 2018 and you look at the shirt that Jens Berenstain was wearing, you'll see a graphic on there, and it's in the shape of a badger head. And really, that was meant to be an Easter egg for years forward, which here we are now. That's
I gotta say, I love a good Easter egg. Now, where would you say that Minecraft Legends fits in the overall Minecraft
That's
universe?
a knock to all
the
those
Minecraft
people who
universe is just
look
always
at people who make
growing and
videos about
expanding.
Easter
And
eggs,
if
like,
it's not
oh, there's
from
nothing there,
our
there's nothing
partner
there.
Communities, and it's from Mojang specifically. Like you
People do
mentioned,
those, boys.
Minecraft Dungeons. That's a great example where Mojang went out and we built this dungeon crawler experience in the Minecraft universe, and players love it. It's wonderful. And with Minecraft Legends, we're trying to do something similar, really. And here we're going to be introducing a narratively driven campaign with a whole bunch of new characters and a lot of other things that I'm not
All of
ready
you
to
guys
share
also
right
losing
now.
hope in the fact
Dennis,
that
I thought we
we'll
were friends.
get
I thought we
Halo.
were friends. You can share it with me and everyone watching. No? Okay, I won't pry anymore. But tell us when the game is coming out and where we can keep up to date.
It's coming out in 2023 on PC and console on Xbox Game Pass. And if you want to know more, just follow us Twitter or jump on Minecraft.net.
Dennis, I'm so excited to jump into Minecraft Legends. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us the lowdown.
Thanks for having me.
Dennis seems like a Cloud 67,
everybody?
boys.
It's your boy Kirsten, aka K Von Doom, and we're here at Xbox Fan Fest. We got a whole lot for y'all to check out, so let's get it in.
Again, like Nice try, Satan, not today.
I
couldn't believe when I was here on site that I would get to meet the real Master Chief.
Experience here, out of this world. It was really cool to see. I'm gonna go get my nails done because they have a nail station and these things need to be painted.
Redfall looks dynamite, and come on, Diablo 4. Oh, it's so. Why are you so gruesome? All bloody things. No, but it's great. I love it.
Both
What
those
a day
games
we
do
had
look
today.
great.
Thank you
I
everybody
agree
for
with her.
showing up to Xbox Fan Fest Toronto. Had a lot of fun, saw a lot of games, great experiences overall. Catch you in the next one.
Here we come. Are you ready for more?
Is that? What time is it? I don't think that's it, is it? No.
Ready, set, go. We coming up next. Yeah, watch this.
Oh boy. You know we made it when we got botched, boys.
I'm joined now by Sarah Bond, who leads the gaming ecosystem organization here at Xbox.
I'm done after this. I get to work after I'm done.
It is awesome to be here and so good to see you too.
Yes, I'm super excited for this conversation because as we know, game creators are crucial to Xbox's success. And whenever you talk about them, it's with such like passion and tenacity. I love it. And it sounds super important to you and the rest of Team Xbox. So my question to you is, how do creators inspire the work that you and your team do?
The creators
This
are
would be
just
a
the
waste of time at
bedrock
this point.
Everything we do on my team. You know, when you really think about it, where gaming really comes from is it starts with someone who has a creative idea that they choose to put into a game that we all get to experience and enjoy. And that's really the bedrock of our industry, of what motivates us, is to help those people, those developers, bring their stories out. And we think about it in three ways. You know, how do we create a vibrant and engaging gamer community for them to come to through Xbox? What are the set of tools and services that we give them that make it easier and faster and more affordable for them to make a game? And how do we create a range of business models that they can use? Because a business model really enables them to perform all sorts of different types of innovation.
Yeah, business models, tools, resources, all these provide choices, and it's increasing these choices for not only the developers, but the players themselves as well.
Yeah.
For example, you and your team just announced a new feature that's going to bring game demos to players. Can you tell us a little bit more about Project Moorcroft?
Project Moorcroft. I know. I love these project names. I wish they would just let me name it, but
Yeah,
they
just
won't.
say it.
I know.
You
They
know?
won't.
Can we change that?
Well, look, we were sitting around as a team and we were thinking about some of the things that we've always loved the most about the gaming industry. And one of them was, remember when you would go to like a show like PAX or E3, and you would go to the show floor and you get to play a demo.
See, boys,
or
I
a
don't even
piece
know
of a
if this
game,
is like
and the developer would be
highlighting
right there next
what they
to you,
did.
talking
This
to
is
you
just
about their
talking
experience,
about
asking you
gaming
to
at
try
this
things
point.
out, asking you your feedback. And that was one of the things I loved the most about those experiences. We just don't have them as much anymore, you know, in the way that the world has evolved. And so we thought, gosh, how can we make Game Pass like that? Like, how can we use the power of Game Pass,
This
all of
is
the great
physically
discovery
hurting
and
the
player
inside.
engagement that is in it, and have it create for creators that opportunity to engage with fans early as they're creating their game, and also for players to get to experience something that they're really anticipating.
They're trying to
And so
get
that's what we're
demos
gonna
to
do.
you
We're actually
guys
gonna have
early.
a program that enables
That's
developers
it.
to take
That's
a piece,
all
a
she
level
is
of their
saying
game
here.
and put it into Game Pass so that they can get that great feedback and players can engage with them. And we know it's a lot of work sometimes for developers to do that, so we're also going to compensate them for their participation in the program. I'm so excited for what's going to come when we launch that.
I think the one thing that we all
There was
miss
so
is
many
that
words for
connection,
so
right?
few
And now that
payoff.
we are able to come back into conferences and stuff like that, we still need to deepen it because
Yeah.
by deepening that connection, you're
Fuck.
diversifying the voices, and then that in return helps to diversify the games and bring diversity into games.
Completely.
So how will Microsoft help to further that front?
I mean, what do
And
we?
we think about it all the time, frankly, as Microsoft, as Xbox, in my team in particular, because creators.
What about the showcase did you guys actually like? Not even this one, because this extended showcase is
perspective, a point of view,
has left a lot to be
unlike
desired.
any other form of media. So the importance of everyone having an equal opportunity to share their story and their perspective through a game, and what it means to shaping our perceptions, to what we talk about, to what we believe, to broadening our perspectives.
I mean, we haven't even got a single look at
all the time. So what we've done
over
is
half of the games that were Monday. No arc,
engaging with and bringing them into the
nothing
Xbox
like that.
ecosystem. We've actually more than doubled the number of developers that are making games for Xbox, and we saw lots of those games in the last day, which has been pretty cool. And the other thing that we did this year,
Haven't seen really anything on Redfall.
have a
No Hollow
presence in
Knight.
Africa. We have our first Xbox employee in Africa, specifically dedicated to working with creators in the region.
So what message would you like to leave for creators who are interested in starting in the industry?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. People say to me, gosh, I would really like to be part of the gaming industry. I'd love to make a game. How do I break through? How do I get involved? And I say, first of all, network. Talk to people, meet people, connect with people, just how you and I connected actually at an industry event, which we met at, which was super fun. You know?
Again, this is not like why is this in a showcase right now? You know, like this isn't any show, like this is not a showcase in any way, shape, or form.
Learn, try that out.
Like this could have literally just been an interview released on the internet and social media.
You can actually download the Xbox Game Developer Kit and get started. And once you have a game concept, you can also submit it online through id@xbox.com, and then you can self-publish to Xbox, which is another great way. And of course, if you actually want to get involved in the industry, all companies are great, but I highly recommend you check out coming to work at Xbox. I'm biased, obviously.
I mean, hey, you have every right to be so. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today. And also, thank you to all the viewers for tuning into Extended. We've heard from so many amazing developers on today's show. Now, before we finish, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
We were talking earlier about the importance of people being able to tell their story through a game and how incredibly powerful it is. I mean, when we were talking about that, I was thinking about an experience we've had as a team that's been very touching for me. So, you know, a couple years ago, we started really consciously extending the depth and breadth of content that we have in the Xbox ecosystem. And it was through that I got to know the team making Stalker 2 really well. And I actually got to intro that game last year in the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was just incredible. And you know, the thing was, when I was looking at that game last year, and I was looking at the story that they were telling, and they were talking about the beauty of the land and their dedication to their culture and their country, and I thought, wow, this is a cool game. This is a compelling story. But
Well, where's she going with all this?
You know, recognizing that that team is Ukrainian, they were based in Kiev.
Oh, okay. Now I see where it's
story
going.
and what they were showing to the world just feels entirely different, in far more poignant and visceral to me. You know, this is a team who's talking about their culture, talking about fighting for the existence of being a nation, of being a people, of having their own language. And now we all, as a world, have gotten to see how tenuous that, in fact, is. And it's an honor, frankly, to be part of this industry and to have the opportunity to uplift their voices and to let their story be told through a gaming experience, especially knowing what we know now about the situation in Ukraine. And as part of that, they actually shared with us something that they wanted us to share with all of you today as part of the show.
Hmm.
1-1-3.
Есть.
Well, this is gonna be depressing.
Здесь кипела работа, идеи, она не останавливалась. 3 месяца назад началась война России с Украиной.
Horrible.
Що код робочий день починається тривоги.
Під час сильних обстрілів ми біжимо в укриття. Це переноска для мого кота, який загинув ще в перший тиждень війни. Ходиш вечором, сирена, выходишь днем, сирена. Днем еще работать надо, поэтому особо не выйдешь, а вечером все время вот так.
Це моє робоче місце.
Вже 3-й місяць я живу і працюю в коридорі. Зі мною живе одноокий пес, врятований з-під обстрілу в Гостомелі. Зараз мені важко писати квести про війну, коли вона йде навколо.
Так работает в перерывах между сиренами і волонтерськими задачами.
Світ ще побачить, наскільки в нас класна культура, і в тому числі наскільки класні ігри ми можемо робити.
Меня зовут Александр. Я являюсь сотрудником компании ЖСК. Я с Мариуполя. С начала боевых действий была потеряна связь с моими родными и близкими. И это непередаваемое ужасное чувство, когда ты не знаешь, живы они или нет.
Я Дмитро Ясенєв, розробник Сталкера. Ніколи не міг уявити, що в 21 столітті в центрі Європи може статися повномасштабна війна.
Я Олексій Іванов, ком'юніті-менеджер проекту Stalker 2. Зі зброєю в руках захищаю свою країну від російської агресії.
Oh, badasses. Badasses.
Гри Stalker 2. Після перемоги я до неї повернуся.
Побачимось на
Damn right you will.
Слава Україні!
Beginning of a Stalker 2, boys? What's going on, Mentality?
Last question, Dr. Dallin.
This is the beginning of Stalker 2. This is the end of the showcase. This shit's pretty much over. Not really worth it.
Stable for years. Besides, we didn't establish the most advanced institution in human history without first guaranteeing its safety. As the head of the Scientific Institute for Research of the Chernobyl area, or CERC for short, I believe the wonders that we will bring to the world far outweigh the potential risks.
How big are these risks exactly?
Not even.
The zone reveals
Not even a little bit.
we can stick with the
There's not even Halo Infinite news is bad. There's just none of it.
to remember us as cowards.
That title has not been mentioned
To venture forward to a new, better humanity.
for days.
The injured were evacuated. I remind our listeners that a similar incident happened in our region quite recently, ruining homes and livelihoods. However,
I never played the soccer series at all.
assuring them the situation is totally under control.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, bud. You have a boss fight ahead of you, I think. Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, that was not worth. Yeah, that probably was not worth. All right, boys. Well, I appreciate you. That's the end of the stream. Mentality, I appreciate stopping by. Joe Boost, what's going on? Yeah, you know what? I'm not even surprised by it. We got a lot of good games coming out, boys. So let's focus on that. Other than that, I appreciate you stopping by. I know the extended showcase was not nearly as exciting, so anybody that popped in for at least a little bit, I appreciate you. Other than that, catch you Thursday. Later, bro. Good fight. Good night.